How we doing, guys? Welcome to Amongst the Giants here on Forgebreaker. Let's see. Tonight, the group that I am now calling Bear Team 6 is going to be taking on the unknown danger that awaits a man who confidently downed a little vial of liquid and told the lady to hop off his horse. But first, a couple of announcements to cover before we get started. I know there's nothing posted on the screen there, and I apologize. That was the one thing I forgot this week, but I'll take care of it for our next session. Civil War Alliance returns on Saturday after their 3-week hiatus, so we're very excited about that. They had just finished the Colito prison, brought Bo Victus back to the city of Bria, and are now headed north to the Shattered Tundra. So that's a little something for everybody. Tyranny returns on Monday, which will be a lot of fun. I look forward to having that back again. I believe, are going to try to finish off the rest of Castle Neatar, so that'll be pretty fun as well. We also have our Ascension game wrapping up White Plume Mountain, but that's not going to be until the 20th. So 2 weekends from now, this Sunday, we're going to be off because Mother's Day. And then Civil War Empire is back next week at this time slot, and they are actually headed up to the Sanguine Hinterlands to complete their journey to try to gather their first Shard of Twilight. So that should be pretty interesting as well. Lastly, our D&D Fallout themed campaign and one-shots are still being built. We're pretty far along on our one-shot. Should be about ready for that by the end of the month, so stay tuned for that. It's probably going to feel like the 27th, I think, is what we're shooting for. So keep that in mind as we kind of move forward. Beyond that, I think that's pretty much everything. Is everybody over here ready to go? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah?
G2G. Let's
All
do this.
right. All right. Do we have everybody here? No. Havoc, when Rez gets here, can you drop him down for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right. So, the last we left off, our team, who I have now dubbed Bear Team 6, has continued to eliminate the goblin threat within the village of Nightstone, with Lucas and Lassar running off to do, well, we really have no idea what they've been up to. The remaining 4 charged forward, looking and scoping out everything across the village, trying to gather as much information as they could about the disappearance of the villagers after the attacks of what they learned to be giants throwing large boulders into the village. Karsnook would meet with a woman called Kella Darkhope, who claimed to be one of the few remaining villagers left around the actual village after the goblin attack had begun. From here, the remaining goblins would be slain one by one, with a few goblins showing some semblance of familiarity to Selja in the process. As the last goblin would fall, the sound of racing hoofbeats off in the distance would then reveal a new threat to the village, as they would ride into the village and then call out for Kella Darkhope. It was here that she would reveal her true identity, a member of the organization known as the Zhentarim, who wished to take over Nightstone as their own private headquarters in the absence of the villagers. The man would then make a deal with our party, take care of the remaining guards and the villagers, and be paid handsomely. While this didn't bother Karsnook, the remainder of the party took exception to this, of course. After venturing across the keep, they witnessed some mighty fine dwarf throwing by Nav, and Karsnook would learn the fate of Lady Nandar, who was the one of the main people of the village itself, who had unfortunately died from one of the falling boulders in the village. They would then return to the center of the village with guards in tow, threatening the Zhentarim, eliminating all but one, the leader, Xolkin. With a potion bottle in hand, Xolkin would down the liquid and prepare to face off with our party. And, oh yeah, lots of bears. So many bears in this party, it is absolutely ridiculous. And with that, we're going to start our session with Lucas and Lasar, who has ventured around the village, coming across what they end up finding to be a very interesting building. We'll drop our map over for you guys. Lucas and Lasar, you guys are over in this direction. I'll give you a quick description of what you are looking at here. As you kind of made your way through the village after disappearing from the inn, you approach a small cottage that appears to be completely unharmed from the goblin attacks. The shutters over the windows are all locked, though it appears that they've been locked for quite some time now. The door to the building, a very heavy wooden door, has various decorative markings. Bears row upon row of decorative script burned into the surface of it. Oh, these bear puns. I can't take it anymore. No!
You must bear it.
I must grin and bear it.
We are berating you.
I'd like to walk up to the door.
Okay.
You said it had writing on it?
Yeah, it's decorative writing burned into the surface of it.
Is it like script, or is it more like...
It depends. What languages do you
pictures
speak?
I was asking if it was script or pictures.
It's more script than pictures. There are some
Common,
pictures.
Celestial, and Abyssal are the ones I speak and read.
And Lasar?
Can I smell anything coming out of the house? Like anything food-wise?
Ooh, that's another good question.
From where you stand, this place just smells like wood and dust.
Is there like a window I can maybe stick my head in?
All of the windows are currently barred or locked shut. The shutters closed and locked into place.
All
Hey,
right,
Lasar, can you make out what this says on this door?
I'll take a look, and I'm just gonna kind of glance over at it.
Okay.
Common
Languages.
and primordial.
Okay. And as you are kind of reading over this, Lasar, you see the following kind of written in it in primordial that reads, "Let all who enter this home without the consent of its owner burn for 99 years in the depths of Nexus, and freeze for 1,000 more in the icy wastes of Cana."
Well, it's not great, but we could probably break the door down.
What does it say?
I mean, something about burning, you're gonna freeze to death, but it's just a house, right?
I mean, yes. It, magic is also a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of your
So it
forte,
could-
though. Unless I just read the
it-
words.
It could be an actual threat. Is there any like Arcana influence with this script at all that I could see?
Not from an immediate glance. If you're wanting to actually perform like a check to see if the door is magical in nature, you'll
Or, like,
have
has
to.
a magical trap or something like that.
You'd have to identify magic to do so.
Shit.
Does this script? Is it like Is this like a saying?
It's hard to tell as you're looking at this. This doesn't fill the whole door. Like, this is just a section of it, and as you read it, it's over and over and over and over, and from top to bottom of the door, it just continues to repeat. It's almost like the owner is using this as a means to intimidate people, to keep them out of their home.
Okay.
I'd like to knock on the door, please.
Okay.
Hello? Is there anybody in there?
And a few seconds pass, and you hear nothing on the other side of the door.
Is the door locked?
You can reach up and try to turn the knob.
Before you try to do that, I'm just
Yes.
should maybe I jump into the trap?
If you want to, sure. I'll take a step back from the door.
And I am going to open the door.
Okay. And
Don't
as
go
you
in.
as
Don't
you
go
reach up and you grab onto the handle and you turn it, the door is locked and it does not open. But nothing else happens.
It's locked.
I'm not good with locked doors without like breaking the door.
Well, nobody's gonna notice if one more door is broken. So why don't
I
we
mean, you're
just
not
kinda...
wrong. I'm just saying I can't. I'd
Okay,
have to break the door.
I'm gonna
You're probably better
pull
at
out my
that.
axe, and I'm just gonna give it a real healthy whack, like right on the knob.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll on it. Okay. Give me some damage. And as you bring the great axe across it, you feel this thing immediately kind of cleave into the front of this door. The door's pretty hefty, though. While you did a considerable amount of damage to it, it is still standing and still looks like it's holding its place right now.
I got my axe like in the door. I'm gonna turn back and be like, "Well, I'm not dead.
You're not wrong.
Should I kind of keep whacking?"
Go for it.
All right. I'm gonna smack it again.
Okay. Yep, that hits. Okay. And just like the last one, as you swipe down with the second hit, the door starts to bend in a little bit and bow to the weight of the axe, but it hasn't completely caved in. But you are making ground.
Would I imagine that it's like shoulderable at this point?
With a strong enough shove, you might be able to maybe pop it open.
Okay.
Give it another whack.
All right. 1 sec.
Okay. And as you bring the great axe down on the door for the third time, you watch as the door splits down the center of it, kind of opens up. Nothing untoward happens to you.
So I'm just gonna kind of, and then he takes like a step in. He's like, "See what happens."
And as you kind of step in and take a look around, you notice this is just a very quiet and private residence of an individual here in the city. There's really not a lot in here. There's over in the far edge of the room, there's a bed and a table. At the end of the bed is a footlocker. that's currently closed, but beyond that, that's about it.
Okay. Well, what were you hoping to find in here?
Is there anything in? You're still alive? Is there
I'm-
anybody in there?
I don't see. Hello? Is anybody
Whoa!
in here?
And just like last time, when you knocked on the door, nothing responds.
Looks like there's nobody.
Oh, let's go see what's in here. Because some reason, all the goblins left this place alone.
Well, the door was kind of creepy, and also really, really well made.
It's true. You're right.
So if you want to poke around, I'll watch the door.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll walk
guys.
past and
I forgot I was
start
on the wrong screen
checking
here. Let's change that for
around and seeing
This
what
will
I
be
see.
better. Hey, that's much better,
I
isn't
don't
it?
see any bodies, so
Sorry about
let's
that.
try to not actually rob this guy.
So what are you guys doing?
Seeing what's in the house.
And I'm
Okay.
standing at the door.
Yeah, other than the chest, which just appears to be closed over, you see a table and chair for two, a kind of medium-sized bed, almost like a twin, with a nightstand beside it, and then a dresser off to the side as well. Some miscellaneous foods, nothing of real import though in the food section. It's not like you're going to a supermarket to purchase things.
So just a little bit of food, not much.
Just a little, just a couple of little things.
You said there was a chest.
Yeah, at the end of the bed itself.
I'd like to go check the chest.
Okay. And as you reach down and open the lid of the chest, which comes open pretty easily, there's nothing blocking it or anything like that, you find 3 items inside of it. One is a golden holy symbol of Asmodeus. You also find a healer's kit and a potion of healing.
Well, I think this might be the home of a holy man, a healer.
Okay, let's not rob a priest.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. It
So-
may not look very well, but
So
yeah.
so I'm gonna I'm just gonna step outside the door and kind of motion for Lucas. You coming?
Yes, I'm coming. Sorry.
All right, and I'll have you guys stay there. Back at the town square, where our adventurers had faced off or walked up and decided they were not going to help this Xolkin individual. You hear as Xolkin before kind of pushed Kella away as she was standing next to his horse, and he quickly downs the potion in his hand, and he looks back at Kella and says, "Kella, send word. Let him know that once I deal with these insurgents, Nightstone shall belong to the Zhentarim." And as he says this, you watch as Kella turns and looks over to the winged snake wrapped around her right arm, and she speaks a couple of words to it, and then the snake uncoils itself from her arm and quickly flies away.
Do
Kella,
I get an attack of opportunity on that?
you're not next to it. I mean, it's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
Yeah.
thought she was closer.
Oh no, she's back behind the horse. And as she does this, quickly steps back, attempting to get out of the way of whatever is about to transpire here.
The snake. Never mind. Never mind.
And you were still in your bear form, correct?
I think I dropped it at the end, but
Okay.
Yeah.
If you did, that's fine. I can just switch you over. I just wanted to make sure before I did so.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I dropped it. I get 2 uses of it anyway. But yeah.
Okay. So we'll just switch you out here.
There's okay. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
So there you go. So what are you guys doing? He's kind of taking this potion, reaches down to his sword, raising it up in the air, looking down at you guys, and kind of grins.
Is he still on top of his horse?
He is still on top of his horse.
Yeah,
Well-
I want to make that change.
First things first, I'm gonna take my bear form.
So you are gonna go back to bear? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's fine.
So now I have
yeah.
it no more. I can't do it again till long rest.
Okay. So now you are back in your bear form.
That was a mistake.
Okay.
You just drank a potion.
He just drank a potion.
I mean the smile. Did that horse run across her?
It absolutely did. Guess what, guys? You have a bunch of horses that are running around trying to find their way out of the village. Because you didn't kill the horses. You left them standing.
Lasir, why are there so many horses running around now?
We can use them
I
to
don't
our
know.
advantage.
So yeah, he's still on his horse. If you guys are going to attack, I will go ahead and have everybody roll initiative here to get this started, and then I will give you guys a surprise attack round. Even though he's technically waiting for it, he's still going to be somewhat caught off guard by it. Especially if you're just going to start launching shit at him like Grancool is.
I mean, he said he was going to take care of us. I
Oh, he did.
can't really be confused with anything. So...
I guess that means he's friendly,
Oh.
guys.
I've been
Nuts.
assuming we were fighting for a week now, so
I'm not super smart, but I think I'm smart enough to pick that up.
I'm gonna
Alright.
take care of you because I actually run the inn.
And with that,
Bed and breakfast.
How do you like your eggs?
Selja, you are the first to attack.
Selja is going to whip him with her thorn whip and try to drag him off his horse.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
right off the bat. All right, go and give me some damage on it. Okay. So immediately, how far does it drag him? 10 feet?
It drags him 10 feet.
10 feet. Yep. So yeah, that definitely is going to pull him off. The horse is going to take off running. He is going to be prone. And did a good amount of damage. So hitting him with Thorn Whip and yanking him off the top of his horse did a nice little chunk of damage to him.
And then she's going to move behind the guards.
Oh, that's right. I got to roll for the guards too, don't I? Damn it. Okay, hold on.
I mean, the way this is starting out, we may
It might not even need them.
Yeah.
You got a
Well,
less
gang
imposing
up.
figure off your horse.
We're all just gonna surround him and pummel him to death as bears.
Okay, which is fine. So yeah, you do that. The guard over here, as this is going on, is going to take his spear and launch it at the individual over here, but unfortunately is not going to hit him, and the spear goes wide, almost throwing it simultaneous to you grabbing him with the whip and pulling him off, so it actually doesn't land. The other guard here...
I'm gonna argue I have higher dex than him, but I may be wrong.
He has. You might have higher dex. He only has a 12.
I have a 14.
So Nav,
Easy
you're up
bugbear.
next.
14 damage.
In 1 second, I want to change the music here. This is a little too calm for what's about to happen.
I'm not sure he's gonna survive this.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bloodbath.
We're in
So-
glorious battle, though.
He hasn't acted yet, so I have advantage on this one.
Well, if you're melee attacking, you have advantage anyway.
Oh no. Okay, give me a second.
Super advantage.
Sorry, I gotta reload roll 20 because it decided it was going to crap out on me. Okay, so yeah. It is your turn, Nav. What are you doing?
This is a surprise round as well, so we are
Mhm.
going to swing my halberd at him. I have advantage.
Oh, wow.
Does
Go ahead and give me that D100 roll, please.
Double that one.
Double that one.
Uh,
You hit yourself in the face with the halberd and you fall prone. Let's see what that is.
Wow.
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me a dexterity save, please.
Sure.
Yeah. So fortunately, as you go in to try to hit him with the halberd, it starts to slip from your hand, but at the last second, you're able to grab onto the end of the hilt to it and reel it back in to keep it from slipping out. But unfortunately, it does not actually hit him.
I'm very sad now. This was the first time I was going to get to use my racial trait.
Anything else?
No?
All right. With that, it is this guard's turn, and he, just like his other compatriot over here, is going to toss a spear at this guy. Oh, a nat 20 is
Nice.
definitely going to hit, dealing 8 piercing damage.
Only having crits on attacks, I guess?
I guess, apparently that's the thing today. So yeah, kind of sneaks around his buddy, quickly grabbing the spear and launching it directly at this guy. It lands perfectly, kind of knocks him back a little bit. Even still, while he's on his knees, almost falling over, takes a second to rebalance himself. But he is still alive. Karsanuk, you are man bear. What are you doing?
I'm gonna jump with my movement and just right here.
Right beside him. All right.
And as like I'm gonna jump and try and pummel my fist right into his face.
Okay.
Careful. Let's try that. Ooh.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Aim with advantage?
Would it be advantage?
Why do I get advantage?
I mean,
Is
the guy
He is
prone?
prone, so yeah,
Oh, he's
he
prone.
would. Yeah, he's
oh,
prone.
then the
Yes,
spear
so
would
yes.
have disadvantage.
Yeah,
Thrown spear.
yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna change it now. It's fine.
So
Yes, you would
does
have
hit?
advantage, and that would hit.
Nice. Can I roll damage? And then, I can make another. Yeah, I can make another unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay.
So 1 to the face and
Yep.
ooh, another one right across the face.
Okay.
And that is all I will do for my turn.
Okay. And you guys are
And over the
noticing
wall.
as this is going on, Xolkin, even if he's prone, is just kind of sitting there and is smiling and looking around and kind of taking it all in as this is happening. But your attacks definitely hit. Your 2 slashes come across perfectly, landing pretty well. But he's definitely still raring to go.
Is he bleeding?
Nope.
No.
The guard over here, similar to his other friends, now that they're in a line, he is also going to launch a spear in his direction at disadvantage apparently, because he's prone, and throws it, and it goes right over top of him. Unfortunately, it's going to miss him. Grankul, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna do something I haven't done before. I'm gonna run forward.
Oh my god, what is
10
this?
feet. I'm gonna reach out a hand, and as I do so, my fingertips begin to spark, and electricity arcs between them as I cast Shocking Grasp on him.
Okay. 18 hits. Okay.
And then I will use Nimble Escape to use my bonus action Disengage and run the hell away.
I am getting away from this.
All right, I'm back here now.
You don't have to.
Bonus action disengage.
All right. So you
No,
quickly
bonus, make a recast
rush
action,
in,
disadvantage.
He's pro.
grab onto him, sending a little bit of a jolt to him, and then quickly rush away. The attack bringing a bigger smile to his face. The other guard here, similar to his friends, not wanting to get mixed up in all of this melee combat. Oh, and he rolls a crit fail, but I'm not going to roll it. As he throws the spear, similar to his friends, it's going right over the head of Xolkin, not actually hitting him. We're going to skip his turn, however, and we're going to go to Lucas and Lasar. What are you guys doing?
Can we hear anything over there? Like all this clanging around and stuff?
I mean, we can probably
I roar.
see it.
From where you were standing, as you guys exit from the house over there, you can see between the buildings over here, like in this area here, that will allow you to glance over and see that there's something going on in town square.
How high is that fence?
It's about like a 4-foot tall fence. You could probably jump over it with an athletics check or acrobatics check. At least on this side. When you get to the other side over here, you could probably just run right through the gate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I'd like to go and jump over the fence.
Okay. Acrobatics or athletics, your choice. So as you do so, your foot gets caught on the fence as you go over, and you kind of tumble over and send you prone. You can use the rest of your movement to stand, if you would like to do so.
I'd like to use 15 of my remaining 20 feet of movement. Goes here, 5, 10, half.
Yeah, so you can move
Yeah.
one more square if you wanted to. Yep.
And then action dash. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Sarah, you just watched as Lucas tripped over the fence, but trying not to be mean, you don't say anything and proceed on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bolt after him.
Okay. Same thing, athletics or acrobatics, your choice. And just like with Lucas, you do the same thing. So you are definitely not going to be saying a word about him tripping and falling over the fence.
Okay, so it's 5 feet. So I guess I'll do the same thing he did. Get up
Yep.
and just bolt it.
Yep, just get up right beside where he's at. All right. With that, it brings us back to the top of the turn order. The guard here kind of steps forward a little bit. Not really wanting to get close to this guy. Is again going to try to hurl another... Actually, no. He'll get up close to him, and he's going to try to attack him with his spear up close. Yeah, that's definitely going to hit, and as he brings in the spear, brings it in two-handed and jabs it right towards this guy, lands perfectly, dealing a little bit of damage, but not enough for it to really matter. Selja, you are up.
So just gonna move and then hit him with the whip again.
All right. Unfortunately, your whip does not hit, so as you bring it forward and you attempt to hit him, the attack goes a little bit wide, maybe a little over his bent-over figure, and does nothing to actually cause any damage to him.
All right, that's me.
All right, Nev. He's still on the ground and still within striking distance of you.
Oh, helps if my mic's not muted. Yeah, we're just going to be taking a swing at him with the halberd again.
Alrighty.
Is he still prone?
Yeah, he's still prone, so I'll go ahead and give it to you. Yep.
For 15 damage.
Alrighty.
Does that factor in?
Anything else?
I'm just trying to make sure that factored in my favorite enemy damage. I don't think it did.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it added your favorite enemy.
Yeah, it'll be just 2 more. I'll fix that macro.
Okay. Alright, anything else?
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. So you quickly come in with the halberd. What normally would have been a little bit too low of a shot was perfect for this guy as he's kind of knelt down. Lands and strikes true. Xolkin again kind of grins, and kind of looks over in your direction as he begins to stir a little bit from the ground here. The guard over here to the left is going to kind of peek around the corner. Oh, he's not going to change shape though.
Big guard.
And he is going to throw a second spear at him and is going to go a little over his head. So as he reaches back, grabs another spear and launches it in his direction, kind of lands back behind him over in this direction, sticking into the ground, doing absolutely nothing to him. Karsnook, being right beside him, he looks like he's taken a little bit of a beating, but he does not look like he's anywhere close to being done.
Question: can he make attacks of opportunity even though he's prone?
Yes.
Mhm.
So.
Okay.
Yep.
This isn't going anywhere. All right.
Yeah, that worked.
Risk it. All right. I'm gonna move 25 feet north.
Okay.
So that would trigger.
Yep. 1 second. And as you do so, at disadvantage, does a 17 hit.
Jeez. Yeah.
So as you start to run away, he swipes at your ankle as you're running away, dealing 13 slashing damage.
Holy shit. Okay. I still have my actions, though, right?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna make a grapple check on what's her face up here.
Oh, that okay. Okay. So yeah,
Is this a
against
strength check?
yeah, it's going to be a strength check against a.
All right, I get
dex.
advantage on that.
Sure.
Good thing.
Fortunately, she rolls a 13. So as you reach in and try to grab onto her, she quickly kind of kicks at you and pushes away, and is able to kind of move herself out of your range to keep you from grabbing onto her.
Then I can't do anything else. So I'm just gonna sit there with my broken back. Yeah.
Okay. The guard. Which guard is this? Guard to the far side over here. He's going to move around as well, reaching back for a second spear, and is also going to attempt to hit him from range. 19 is going to hit, and as he reaches back and throws the spear, it launches and hits perfectly, kind of clips him in the arm a little bit, dealing a very small amount of damage, but still manages to hit. Grand cool. Guy's on the ground. He's still doesn't look too badly beaten here.
Sorry. Okay, there we go. I didn't do that last time. All right,
yeah.
I am gonna firebolt him.
All right.
Disadvantage.
Yep. And unfortunately, a 13 does not hit.
Oh god, it's getting really close.
Oh. Wow, that
Okay.
split. Okay.
Yeah. That's my turn.
All right, so you cast Firebolt, trying to zip it between Nav and the guard here, and as it goes by, you're not able to get the correct angle on it, and it kind of flies right below where Xolkin is, hits the ground, doing absolutely nothing to him. With that, the last guard here also going to try to move up and launch his second spear in the direction of this guy. And is not going to hit as well. So as he reaches back and grabs the spear, throws it forward, Xolkin, who's starting to stir and begin to come to his feet, the spear lands directly in front of him, at which point it is now his turn, and he's kind of smiles and comes to his feet directly in front of Nav and walks up and kind of chuckles and says, "I warned you this was a bad idea," and brings 3 strikes around at Nav.
Oh no.
Does a 22, 10, or 22 hit?
22s do.
So total damage off of this, pretty low numbers, as he brings them around, dealing 14 slashing damage to you. And he kind of smiles as he brings the scimitar. 1 attack. The second one you kind of back away from. And as you back away from it, he catches you a little bit off guard and slashes it around a 3rd time. And then he looks at you and says, "Are you ready for more?" Lucas, you and Lasar are still a little ways away.
Got range.
So-
Now's your time.
For my action, I'd like to change my pack weapon to my short bow. However, I do it around the corner
Okay.
where I am, and then will move to here, and that's it.
Alrighty. Lasar, your turn.
Okay. So I am going to. I'm gonna get right up here and see if I can hook a spear. Okay. That'd be too far. I'm gonna try it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to throw a spear at that guy.
Alrighty. At which guy?
The one bottom to the horse.
Those are helpful guards, but you can go ahead and launch
Oh,
one
whoops.
of those. No, it's fine. Go ahead and give me the roll. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to make you do that. No, your only enemy
He doesn't
is.
know. I mean, he's
He
never
really
seen that.
doesn't know. I mean, your only enemy is the guy right here.
Oh, that guy.
right now.
Whoopsies. Okay,
Yeah.
well then, heck, that's even worse. There, I'll do it though.
In range.
Yeah, so as you throw this, not really knowing who to throw the spear at, you kind of launch it in that direction, and it whizzes right by the guard over here's head, who quickly turns around and gives you that look like, "What the hell, man, I'm on your side."
I just a shrug.
with that, the guard here, right beside him, the one that just witnessed this javelin go by his head, he's gonna go ahead and continue to try to attack with the two-handed spear attack. Unfortunately, the Xolkin quickly takes his scimitar and bats the spear away, keeping it from actually landing. Selja, you are up.
Selja will call upon her mighty druidic powers of shapeshifting to become a dire wolf.
Nah,
Lame.
I
That is-
support this decision.
That is pretty lame.
Boo.
Fine. I'm still doing it though.
Okay.
Next time.
No, dire wolf forever.
No, because that's not going to work. I'm going to just say that you are a direwolf.
Okay.
Because,
then-
I couldn't create the setup for that, so I would have to
Dire
do okay.
bears are a thing.
And then she's gonna move
Not at
around.
CR1.
Oh, true.
No, not at CR1. She's going to move around and she's going to use her bite attack, and she has advantage on this attack roll because one of her allies is within 5 feet, and that is pack tactics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think either of those are going to hit though.
And yeah, unfortunately, as you kind of reach in here, you're doing one claw attack and one bite, or is it two bite?
It's an advantage. It's a bite attack.
Yeah,
with
it's a
advantage.
bite
Oh, advantage. I'm sorry, yeah. So yeah, as you sneak around here and try to get back behind him, you come in with the bite, and unfortunately, your attack does not actually land. And he kind of watches as you try to snake between them, and again, gives you a slight grin as you go by. But other than that, does nothing. Nav, you're up.
Nav is furious, and he is just start swinging this guy still.
All right. Oh yeah, he
Oh,
is.
there you go.
Yeah, he is.
Does it double
Knock
the
this
favorite
fucker
enemy
out.
damage?
No, it would just
I
be
don't
one.
think so, 'cause
Yeah, it would
it's
just be one.
nice.
Yeah, it'll just be 2.
Mm-hmm.
But his second die is supposed to be at a 10 due to
Yep.
max damage.
Mm-hmm.
7, 19.
Yeah, 19.
Nice hit.
Okay. And he takes this hit, and as you lay into him, angered by the fact that he landed these shots on you, you watch as the halberd lands perfectly and kind of gashes into him, and he grins at you, doesn't release that eye contact with you, and says, "Oh, you will pay." Anything else?
I'm just gonna respond, we'll see, and end my turn.
The guard to the southwest gonna step up with his last spear and is going to start making some melee attacks here. Going one-handed, and it's gonna land the shot perfectly as he reaches back and jabs it between Nav and Selja, dealing a nice little chunk of damage, but it doesn't seem to really phase Xolkin at all. Karsnook, you have attempted to get Kella into your grasp, but she was able to kick away. If you are going to continue to pursue her, I'm going to take a move for her first, because she is not in the turn order.
Okay, first I have to make a wisdom saving throw.
To keep your bear because you didn't attack?
No, because I got hurt.
Right.
If you get hurt,
Yep.
since the beginning of my last turn, wisdom saving throw DC 10 or half, however much damage I took, whichever was higher. It's 10.
All right.
I save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take the move for her because I am going to continue to pursue her.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
and she begins to make her way around and out of sight.
Cool. So I know she's go. Do I know she's going around the house because I see her turn the corner?
You see her running. From where you stand, you cannot see where she goes beyond. Let's see. Where does your line of sight show you? Anywhere outside of that range. So anything to the right of that, you can't see where she went.
Okay. Do I know if the guy we're fighting saw her? Like, was he watching when I went after her?
No, his attention is on everybody else
Awesome.
that is surrounding him.
Awesome. Cool. I'll turn back around. Your girl's gone. Give up. And I will go back towards him.
Okay.
I will not go back towards him. I will continue 25 feet in this direction.
Okay.
So 1 second. There. And I will not go any further.
Where are you going? You didn't move on my screen, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Okay, yep.
right there. But yeah, as long as I made sure the guy heard me and I'm there, I'm done with my turn.
All right. The guard, which guard is this? Yeah, he's going to move up. He's now stuck with making a melee attack here. And unfortunately, as he jabs through with just so much chaos surrounding this one individual, the melee one-handed attack does not land. Grankle, you're up.
Alrighty, here comes my last spell slot. So I whirl up a chromatic orb to fire at this dude. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Hey!
Hey! Alright, anything else?
No, that's it. I'm bone dry, boys and girls.
Alright, so you see this chromatic orb kind of slips between Nav and the guard to his northeast here. And as the spell whirls around, it lands perfectly, hits him in the chest, kind of knocking him back a little bit. But he's still standing. The guard back here, really not sure what else to do. Is going to try to calm this horse right here to keep it from trampling the rest of the party. See if he can do so. Oh, nope. So as he reaches up and tries to grab and kind of soothe this riding horse, he crit fails. At which point the horse continues on and drags him directly behind him, pulling him away from the rest of the group.
Don't go away, angry. Just go away.
Xolkin is going to make his routine of attacks here, again keeping his eyes focused on Nav, and then as he slashes down with the first attack, quickly turns his attention to Selja for 2 more. Let's see what we got. Nav does a 14 hit.
It does not.
Alright, so he brings the sword around, trying to bring it down on you, but you're able to quickly respond and move out of the way. Selja does a 13 or an 18 hit.
The 18 hits.
Alright, and as he brings the sword around for that attack, it lands, dealing 9 slashing damage as he brings the second attack around. Manages to catch you a little bit off guard, not expecting him to be able to attack as much as he did. Lucas, all this is still going on in front of you.
Yep. I'd like to just take a shot at him.
Alrighty.
think a 10 misses.
Yeah, 10's gonna miss. So as you reach for your short bow and begin to fire off this attack, it goes a little bit wide. You're unable to actually get a clean shot between Nav and the guard. And as you do, you're kind of afraid to release at the right time. And as you release, it kind of whirls right between everything, landing back somewhere over in this direction.
Okay, that's it. I moved up also,
All right.
as you saw.
Yep.
That's it, though.
Lasar, you are up.
I'm gonna run up, whip out one of my many throwing weapons, and give it a shot again.
Alrighty. Yeah, 19 hits. Alright, anything else?
That's about all I can do.
Alright, so you quickly reach down, grab for the javelin, and launch it at him. You watch as it pierces into the left side of his stomach, and he quickly grabs at it and yanks it and pulls it out and throws it to the ground. Gives you a bit of a stare in your direction, but he's still standing. Top of the turn order, we are going to add Kella to the very beginning of the turn order here. Kella is going to look in the direction of Karsnook, who is starting to make his way around the corner here, and is going to reach for her hand crossbow and is going to fire off a quick shot from the hand crossbow. Does a 23 hit?
Jesus, yes!
So as she fires off this crossbow bolt, accurate, just dead center, releases, and as it hits, clips you in your right hip, kind of knocks you back a little bit, dealing 3 piercing damage.
Ouch!
She crit failed the damage, but almost a perfect attack roll.
Another wisdom throw.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna save, but yeah, you should.
Well, we all know that.
Hopefully. I mean, it's 3 damage. You'd have to roll a 1 to fail.
Oh no, because
You could
it's
roll a
DC
9.
10.
Oh yeah,
DC 10 or
right,
half
right.
my half
Gotcha,
damage
yep.
taken, whichever's higher.
You're right.
But I make that start my turn
Oh, okay, sorry.
because
Selja.
I could take more damage.
Yep. Your turn, Selja.
Soldier's gonna try to bite at his ankle and drag him to the ground.
Alrighty. Yeah, 22 hits.
Nice.
And so you're it's more of a tackle than an attack, right? Because you're not.
No, it's part of the wolf bite.
Oh yeah. Okay. And so does he'll need to make a save. Is it a strength save?
Yes. If I hit, I deal damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 13 saving throw, strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
All right. So he rolls his strength save and rolls a 16.
That is higher than a 13.
All right. So as you reach in and take this quick bite at him, is the 8 your damage?
Yes.
All right. And as you bite at him, you grab onto his leg and start to yank at it, but he quickly responds and kind of jumps up and gives you a quick, swift kick to get you to release with his free leg, and keeps himself standing. But he's looking like he's taking a bit of damage here, guys. Nav, you were up.
Yep. Does a 12 hit?
Unfortunately, it does not. So you bring the halberd forward, go to attack, but kind of distracted with Selja's grab as he kind of rotates around. He's able to miss it, kind of a bit luckily, as halberd goes beside him.
That will end my turn.
Alrighty. Guard here, they're going to stick to their routine of continuing their attacks. Two-handed attack here is definitely going to land with a 19. And comes in with the two-handed, lands perfectly, dealing a nice little chunk of damage. Again, still standing though. Karsnook, you just took a crossbow bolt from Kella up here, who you've been chasing around. What are you doing?
Making a wisdom saving throw.
You are making a wisdom save. Hey.
Oh, thank God. And I'm gonna run 25 feet between us and make another grapple check.
Oh, okay. She rolled a
17.
19.
God damn it! How?
The answer is stronger than you.
Apparently a little more agile than you are.
I'm just like wildly grabbing with my bear. Yeah, there's nothing I can do now. I'm
Okay.
just gonna take it and die. All right.
Take it and die. Okay, I'm just reading something. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, you try to run in here and grab onto her, but she quickly, again, sidesteps out of the way, keeping you from grabbing on, and is able to remain free of your grasp. The guard here, again, to the northeast, going in with the one-handed attack. Oh, that is a crit attack, too. So brings the one-handed spear down. How much damage is he going to do?
Come on, NPC, finish him off.
Nope, not enough.
Damn it.
Brings the one-handed spear in, quickly jabbing, does a good amount of damage to him. As this hit lands, you watch as Xolkin kind of stumbles a little bit. The blood begins to pour from his left side from the spear landing perfectly. But yeah, he's still standing, but just barely. Grankle, you're up.
All right, well, back to the good old firebolt.
Do that firebolt thing.
So 15 hits.
Yes, it does.
All right, 6 damage.
All right. Again, you cast a firebolt, dropping it between Nav and the guard. Kind of does like a curveball effect and flies forward and hits him. He stumbles a little bit, barely on his feet at this point. His eyes almost kind of glazed over as he stands. Anything else?
Leave Nav alone. That's about it.
Okay. Let's see if this guy can... Nope, he does not. And the horse continues running away and continues dragging him along.
He's dead.
He's
Poor
gonna
guy.
die. Poor guy. Kind of wanting to take his last stand. Xolkin looks around, chuckling as everybody stands there and looks directly at Nav and says, "This isn't over. I hope you know this isn't over." And he quickly brings 3 scimitar attacks around at you. Does a 15, 20, or 17 hit?
The 20 will hit, the 17 will match.
Okay. So the first attack he swings through, it just misses. You're able to kind of sidestep and keep away from it. The second one comes through, hits true, dealing 6 slashing damage, and then he brings the second attack down, straight down on top of you, cleaving you into your left shoulder, dealing another 5 slashing damage on top of that.
The 6 was enough to knock me.
And as Nav falls to the ground, you watch as Xolkin kind of chuckles and looks over at Grand Cool and says, "Now what are you going to do?"
Oh, I'm gonna murder your ass.
Nav is down. Lucas, you just watched as Nav got dropped to the ground here. What are you doing?
Putting an arrow straight through his face, hopefully.
Do that thing.
18.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Come on. Oh, no.
A 1.
So you fire the short bow, quickly reaching up, pulling out the arrow, and as soon as you knock and release it, it flies true, hits the guy perfectly. He stumbles back, grabs onto the arrow, snaps it off into his shoulder, dropping the rest of it down. Still remains standing in front of you.
think the arrow kind of disappeared. Also.
Oh, it is a
Dropped.
packed weapon, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Lissar, all of this action going around, what are you doing?
Finally close enough. I'm just gonna charge him and try to take a big old swipe at him with my axe.
Alrighty. No crit fail, please. No crit fail. Oh. So you bring you bring the great axe down. Yeah, that's like so teasing to see this
So
crit
close.
on the other side.
So far.
Right? You bring the great axe down, and as this is going on, as he kind of reacted to the arrow hitting him from Lucas, he looks over in your direction. He just kind of does the Neo Matrix, kind of sidesteps as the great axe swipes right in front of him. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Kella is going to... Yep. She's going to use part of her movement to move and climb on top of the horse, and then is going to fire an additional crossbow bolt in the direction of... Oh, I am so sorry. In the direction of Karsnook for a nat 20. Dealing 8 piercing damage as she does so, and is going to use her bonus action to disengage, and is going to take the horse and quickly run away.
She doesn't need to disengage. I was already
You
dead.
were down. Yeah. F's for Karsnook, boys.
And I'll go back. That sends me.
That brings you back to your human form. Yep. One sec.
Dwarf form.
Eh. Nah.
You're a human now.
Meh. You're a human now.
Reincarnation.
All right. So you're now your dwarf form laying on the ground. Things are kind of going sideways pretty quick here, guys. The guard, which guard was that? Was that the one directly to his right? Yeah, the guard to the right is going to attempt to end this, bringing a two-handed spear attack, and is going to miss with a 9. Selja, you're up.
Going for the jugular.
Do that thing.
Come on.
Do it. Come on, do it. Eh. Tell me how you just killed him.
Oh, she just rears up, just kind of like knocks him prone, just tears his throat out.
And as you do this, you grab onto him, grab onto the back of his neck, and start to yank him around. As you do so, his body flies across, being pulled from where he was at and launches across the ground here. As this is going on, Kella, riding by on the horse, is quickly trying to get the hell away. You are going to get an opportunity attack as she rushes by. You can either go for the horse or for her.
I'm gonna go for her.
Okay.
Does a 15 do?
A 15 hits.
7, and she needs to make a DC 13 strength check, or I drag her down.
And she rolls an 8 on her strength check. So you drag her down off of the horse. The horse goes flying by as you grab on and pull her off the horse. Continuing away, Selja is definitely the MVP here. As the horse runs away, she lands on the ground directly beside you and begins to cower immediately, kind of pushing back, leaning back against this rock, terrified, seeing Xolkin now laying on the ground beside her.
Oh, Selja's like right up in her face, just snarling, just like blood dripping from her fangs.
And with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll continue from here.
Okay.
That would be great. That was great.
All right. I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. I can't say anything. No.
So I have no spell slots, guys.
Me either.
I'm all out of my blood curses and hybrid transformations.
I can't get any of you guys up.
Medicine checks.
So we should be able to do medicine checks to
I'll
stabilize.
be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'll be right back.
It's not like y'all don't know where a healer's kit is.
That's true. How much HP do you think he had?
Too much. But I would not have been knocked if my first attack didn't crit fail. I still want to argue I had super advantage. Because I get advantage on anyone who hasn't made their action and he was prone. I'm arguing super advantage.
So the question you need to ask yourself is not how much HP did he have, but what the hell was in that potion that he drank?
I'm thinking it was haste, which
No,
gave him
it's D.
3 attacks.
Yeah, I was too. I'm gonna test something real quick.
It was not
Because
haste.
I'm
Damn.
curious.
All right, I have no idea what it was then.
We could have done 21
skin.
damage that first hit if I hadn't crit failed.
Wow, that was fun.
Cool, I can do my own auras.
That was fun.
It got intense.
I mean, I feel like y'all need to go save the guard who's being drug away.
Yeah, that dude
He
needs help.
should be fine.
That poor
You know what's
guy,
funny is
man.
we promised to protect them from the enemies. We did not
That-
promise to protect them from their stupidity.
So that wasn't even like anything that was in the guide, but it was just too funny to not just let it happen.
I mean, I don't blame him. All 4 of those guards just saw this one guy just like eat tons and tons of damage from adventurers, and he's just like,
Mhm.
yeah, what? So yeah, I'm perfectly fine. Perfectly believable that guard was like, nah, I think I'm gonna find something else.
Yeah. And everybody's kind of surrounding him, and he's like, okay, what am I going to do? Surround him again? I mean, at that point, he's like, no, these horses are running around. They could trample us. I'm going to calm the horse. Nope. He fucking nat ones the animal handling. So what am I going to do? Let's make him dex save. If he gets above a 10, then he's fine. If not, then he's going to be drugged behind. He rolled a 2. All right, well, he's going to be drugged behind then.
It's
I-
all actually a
Okay,
ploy,
I'm back.
though. He saw that guy and he's like, nope. And
Nope, I'm out of here.
He did that on purpose.
Secretly, he's holding on to the reins intentionally and is waiting for the right moment to climb on top and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, he's
I'm
out.
so glad you caught that girl. So now we can figure out what the hell.
What are you talking about? You have no idea they caught the girl.
Yeah, you're.
Never mind. I am so glad that I went after the girl.
I'm mad I got knocked out before you.
Yeah,
You ran away.
you did
I
run
didn't
away. You ran
Definitely
away.
didn't run towards them.
I ran towards another enemy.
She wasn't fighting us.
If she's not on the turn order, she's not an enemy.
Pretty much.
She
That's
was
true.
Just waiting for her boyfriend to kick the shit
Yeah.
out of us.
She knew it was coming. She knew that y'all were in for a treat, and she was like, I don't want anything to do with this. I did my job. Alright, everybody here?
Yes.
I am here.
I don't know about anybody else.
My
but I-
physical body is present.
My
but
spiritual
that was
body is
all
present.
there.
Your physical body's still there. It's just dying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's there, but mentally, I'm checked out.
I mean, yeah. All right.
I'm back.
Okay. Lasar, you here? Nope. What else are we missing? Everybody else is here, right? I think so.
Just Lasar.
I'm here. I've been here.
Oh, okay. I just called for you. You didn't respond. I didn't know if you were here.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was just like, we're just going to wait for him to get here. It's fine. So, yeah, as this is going on, things kind of settle down a little bit. Sort of. As Selja quickly grabs on to Kella and pulls her off of the horse and drags her to the ground. Kella quickly responding, kind of inching her way back to this rock, leaning back against it, very terrified of the group and, more importantly, the very large direwolf form of Selja, who just pulled her to the ground.
Can I move?
Yes, you can go ahead and move. I'm going to go ahead and clear this list. You're out of combat right now.
I would very much like to do my damnedest to stabilize Nav here.
Okay.
While he's trying that, I will walk up and use Healing Hands, and he gains 3 HP.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So with that, Nav quickly comes to a very deep gasp for air as the healing energy kind of surges within him.
Nav is going to turn to Grankle and start thanking him. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah, because sorcerers have healing spells, idiot. Who would
I
think
know.
that?
Gods have healing spells.
I just chuckle and walk off.
Was that Lucas that did that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'll kind of put my hand over on Nav's shoulder as he's thanking me and say, "It's good to have you back. Kind of had me worried there. You shouldn't take all the damage, just most of it."
Well, I thought there was a bear that was going to help. I don't know where he went.
Speaking of, where is the bear wolf thingy, bear dwarf thingy? Where did he go?
I don't know.
Saw him booking around those houses a little bit ago.
I'll go investigate this.
Okay.
Sit down and regain my composure.
And as Grankle makes his way around, he notices around the corner of the inn that's been shattered in, Karsanook lays on the ground, back in his dwarven form, where you guys last saw him in his bear form.
Full of arrows.
Lucas, what's your bow look like when you summon it?
Just a normal short bow.
Does it like shine or anything like that?
No.
No, just normal bow.
Yep.
Okay. So as I walk up here and see Karsanook pretty fucked up, I'll turn around, addressing Lucas, and say, "Hey, bowman! Another one's passed out up here."
There is nothing I can do. I've done what I can.
Oh, well.
Great.
With that, I'll wander up and I'll see if there's anything I can do with my godly powers to save this man's life.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Oh, should I make a death saving throw? I didn't do that before.
No, not
Okay.
not in this situation.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check to see if you can stabilize him. Yeah, that should stabilize, right? I think it's 10 and up. Is that
If I
right?
remember right.
So yeah, as you start to tend to some of his wounds and take a look over him, you're able to stabilize the some of the damage that he's taken and keep the bleeding from continuing. Karsnook, you're still unconscious, but you are very stable right now.
Thank you very much. That's me, PC, saying that.
Yep. I thought it was a 10. I couldn't remember, though.
Yeah, just clarify, because I've never
Okay.
had that before.
So yeah, what Nav, Lasar, and Selja, what are you guys doing?
I'm kind of keeping watch with Selja over the lady.
Yeah, Selja's still menacing her.
How long does your wolf form last? Until you tell it to change?
Yeah, until I go back.
Yep, okay. Nav, what are you doing? Oh, he had to step away. So as this is going on, you watch as she starts to slowly crawl over towards Xolkin, seeing his now lifeless body beaten and punctured, and starts to cry a bit as she continues to crawl over towards him.
Selja will just keep on her, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just keeping pace.
Okay. And she's not really doing anything that like stands out or appears aggressive. She kind of lays over the body, looks back at Lasar and the guards. She kind of very reluctantly says, "What do you want from me?" Lasar.
I just saw your boyfriend throwing punches.
Of course he did. He would just defend himself. Had you just helped him like he had asked, that's all it would have taken.
Yeah, I wasn't really there for that part.
Nobody's around that could talk.
I just know I saw him kicking the crap out of all my friends, and the fight still didn't seem one-sided.
Selja will shapeshift back to a goblin.
And as you do, Kella watches as your form shifts back into your goblin form. She looks over in your direction.
She was trying to get us to kill the guards so that something called the Zhentarim can take over the town.
Well, that doesn't sound great.
How would you know? You have no part in this. Did you see how the people of Nightstone treated us?
There's no one here.
And now was the perfect opportunity for us. We didn't harm anybody. We weren't killing anyone. The village was already ours for the taking, and you could have just let us have it.
Look, I'm a goblin, and everything you just said sounds super shady.
If you are a goblin, then what are you doing with these individuals? And she points around the area to everybody, Lasar and Nav. Says, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've seen you here in this village before.
Selja just growls at her.
Lasar's gonna pull back his turbaned hood and just go, "Listen, lady, we're not like a bunch of regular folk. We're kind of just here to figure out what's going on."
Yeah, there's rocks falling from the sky. Do you have anything to do with that?
She looks at you and says, "No, in fact, I've already told you guys once what has happened. These rocks have nothing to do with the goblins or anything else that's going on here. We have nothing to do with this. And she looks around and she kind of stares at some of the rocks that are surrounding her, especially the one that she was just leaned up against. And she said, "Do you think for a second that the giants care for anything that we are doing here?"
Giants?
Can I drag the dwarf back now?
Yes, you can drag the dwarf back now.
I can't be the only talker who knows what's going on. I just can't be.
Please let me come down.
Dragging Karsnook behind you.
So, Greg
Probably dragging me by the beard.
Yeah, grabbing like whatever hair he can get a hold of. It's just dragging this dwarf behind him. Finally gets up here and Grenkel's kind of out of breath. Just like, and he kind of stands up, puts his hands on his fists on his hips. Says, "I have spared this poor little swine's life. He'll survive. But what's going on here?"
Now, apparently there's giants.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were giants up in a flying castle or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And as I say that, I'll look over towards the woman. Say, "Are you with the giants?"
She looks at you and says, "No. The Zhentarim is not part of the giant attack."
"Are you with the other goblins?"
Well, no.
"Then why are you here?"
Wait, so this town got attacked 3 times?
Yeah, it's on a really bad day.
Well, we didn't really attack. The village was already empty, and we've been watching the village for quite some time. We were going to attack, don't get me wrong. If the opportunity presented itself, we were going to find a way to take over the village, but thankfully, the giants aided us in our mission, and we didn't have to do so ourselves. We're opportunists. Kind of like you, no?
So you are with the giants?
I think they mean they just took the opportunity.
Sounds like they're working with the giants. What was that thing that... and I point over to the guy next to me. He talked about something called a Nightstone. What's that about?
And she looks at you and she said, "It's the stone that was in the center of the village." And she kind of points over in this direction here. She says that before the giants began to attack, they found the stone and wanted to keep it for themselves. I don't know where they took it to, but obviously it's pretty important to them.
It's just rock.
And she looks at Selja. She says this and says, "To you it's just a rock, but to them it's far more."
Oh yeah, do you know that?
Why else would giants want anything to do with just a rock in the middle of a town?
Maybe to throw it at another town.
She makes a good point.
And she looks at the rock directly to her southwest and says, "This looks nothing like the Nightstone."
Maybe they wanted to throw a really big rock at another. Shut up!
No, that makes sense. I agree with Selja. That was definitely their motivation. So they're going to throw it at something.
As this is going on and hearing the three of you kind of converse about this Nightstone and how they're going to use it as a weapon, she looks at Lasar and says, "Are you the only one with the intelligence in this group?"
Listen, I'm just getting up to speed here. Apparently there's a flying castle. Y'all are from the Zhentarim, which I don't even know what that is. And now there's a night rock.
Stone? It's a Nightstone.
As Nav says was, Kella looks in his direction and says, "Oh no, Believe me, Snell will not have anything to do with you guys defeating us here. Don't worry, we'll take care of all of this in the future.
You know, there could always be one less Zhentarim if you want to keep back talking.
And she looks over at Karsanuk and says, perhaps you didn't see what I did
I'm
to your
unconscious.
friend over there.
Oh,
Oh, I know
Soju will
you're
immediately point at her boyfriend.
You're hugging up to an awful lot of corpse to be talking that big.
Then perhaps maybe you should kill me then.
Tempting.
I don't have any more wild shapes to go for.
Should I wake up?
Not enough time has passed. No.
All right.
I'm going to turn to the guard next to me, look at him, and say, well, what can you tell us about all this? What's going on here?
1 second. I was ready for everything but the guard, and I have notes on the guard. Hold on. Bastard. And the guard kind of looks at you and says, well, what do you want to know? I mean, aside from Lady Nadar, who was killed in the Great Hall, I mean, we know about as much as you do.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't think I took good enough notes. Lady Nadar was the one that hired us? Or...
She's the one who sent the call out.
Correct. Yeah, she was...
Deal with the goblins.
She was the one that has been making all of the postings to help deal with the goblin threat within the village.
While this is all going on, I'm kind of gonna tap the guard closest to me and point at his buddy that's still tied to the horse. You might want to try to do something about that.
And he kind of looks over there and sees the horse dragging the other guy along, and he's like, nah, he does that all the time. It's fine.
Professional horse dragger. Okay. Now
that I've derailed all of this.
Where is the villagers?
And as you say this, who are you asking first?
It's kind of like a general, just she's just saying it.
Okay. The guard who Grancool is talking to looks down and says, well, we have a bit of a plan anytime that anything bad is about to happen to the village. If we fear the worst and we can't defend ourselves, we quickly rush to the northwest, to the Dripping Caves. That's generally where all of our people will go to hide and protect ourselves. We'd much rather let whatever attack or threat is going to impede the village do so on their own without killing any of our people, and then rebuild from there.
So I'm kind of a native of this area, I think we worked out. Do I know the
Yeah,
Dripping Caves?
so it's pretty well known, especially for somebody like yourself who's from the area. The hills surrounding Nightstone itself, there are literally hundreds of caves. But the Dripping Caves, more specifically, is a very large, kind of tunneled out, kind of branches out into multiple directions, kind of cavern, located about a mile north of the village. And that area kind of gets its name for the fact that, you know, there's constantly water dripping throughout the entire cavern itself. Would make it easily identifiable to you, and as you would approach that area, you would be able to identify it immediately.
Yeah, I know where that is.
And as that's going on, I'm going to kind of walk up to this guard and put a finger into his belly. I can't reach his chest. And say, well, if Lady Nadar is dead, who's going to pay us? We took care of the goblins after all. Look, they're all dead.
And the guard kind of looks at you and says, That's no longer my concern. My concern is making sure that the people here return and everything returns to normal again. And
Will
as you
those
kind
people
of,
be able to pay me?
as you point your
Hey?
finger into his stomach, you watch as he kind of takes his hand, bats your hand away, pushing it off to the side, and says, "If you want paid, then perhaps you should go and search for the rest of the villagers. Maybe they'll be able to aid you."
And maybe they won't be so rude.
But aren't the villagers his charges?
No, these are royal guards, so they are there to protect Lady Nindar.
No.
That was
They did a real good job of it, huh?
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
think they could plan for a rock.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they could really do anything about a giant 10-foot boulder crashing through the fucking keep and crushing her
Listen,
underneath.
I'm just saying. We
Shield
got
wall,
rid of
shield
goblins.
wall.
We
Oh,
got
I'm-
rid of goblins.
She's
They
not
were
the
hired
one who
to protect the lady. They didn't do their job. We
All
did
I-
our job.
All I'm saying is, the goblins are dead, but they let her get killed. I mean...
You can't change the facts here, folks. That's how it ends up.
It's almost like they didn't want to pay us.
I mean,
I made
almost.
the deal.
You're...
Listen,
Pretty convenient.
You didn't make any deal, you're dead. No, you're stable, but you hear none of this.
My spirit is crying from above.
I'm an almost evil goblin. I just want to get paid.
We made no deal.
No, we had a deal to come to the village originally and get rid of the goblin threat. That's
Well,
what I'm
we
referring to.
could go save the villagers, and then they could pay us.
This is a good point.
Give
And we could probably loot that dead guy. Carsnook said that he was going to pay him for something.
every
What's on this dead guy's body?
everybody here, go ahead and give me a perception check. Ah, damn it.
It is so nice not being blind in this game.
Oh, damn it.
You're
No, you're dead.
It's not even open.
You're dead.
Hey, if it's about smell or hearing, I get advantage.
Not if
No,
you're dead.
not if you're
Not
dead.
dead people.
So, as this is going on, everybody's kind of focused on the guards and Grand Cool who are having this conversation about getting paid. Because it's very interesting, and, that's a very important thing. Nav watches as Kella has tried to slowly start to slink her way out of here, getting away, trying to get away. But as this conversation is going on, his eyes quickly adjust to her and notice that she's moving away.
Yeah, I want to immediately let out a roar and charge her and attempt to tackle her to the ground.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Okay.
I'm not even going to roll for that.
That's my boy.
Not only do you
Cena.
Not only do you tackle her, but as you press down on her, her shoulders literally dig into the grass that she's laying on top of. And she looks up at you, very terrified, and says, "I just want to get away from here. I didn't do anything to you. I let you live, and I helped you I helped you to survive to this point."
Just
I'm
said you
just
shot the
going-
dwarf.
I'm just going to let it roar out in her face and just be quiet.
I'm gonna walk.
You only get to speak when spoken to now.
So as she's saying that, that she let us live and all that, I'm gonna look down, kind of crouching down as Nav's just sitting on top of her, and say, "You let us live. What makes you think that you could have killed us all?"
I'm gonna loot the body.
Okay, as you're looting the body, Kella kind of looks over at you and says, "You see, had you just agreed with me and helped me, all of this would have been fine and you wouldn't have had to deal with any of this. And Xolkin would have still been alive. But no, your greed had to get in the way, didn't it, little goblin?"
I kind of tilt my head to the side. I was hired to do a job. I came to do that job. You got in the way of the job. And Grunkle seems a little bit, for anybody that's listening, a little bit more intelligent all of a sudden. as he's trying to talk to this chick. He looks down at her once again. You came in here expecting others to do the dirty work for you. We don't operate that way.
Little man's
And-
making a good point.
And as the tone in Grankel's voice changes, her attention and focus now squarely on him changes from a kind of belligerent look to more of a sympathetic and accepting look as she looks over at Grankel and says, "Very well, then what would you have me do?"
And with that, Greco kind of stands back up, and that's smile he normally wears returns. He says, "Well, what can you do for us? Why should we let you go? Why should we not just take you back to the villagers and say that you had something to do with all of this?"
And she shrugs, or as much as she can, now that her shoulders are pinned into the ground, and says, "There's nothing stopping you from doing so. I have done my duty, and I have treated the Zhentarim to everything that they needed, and I have done everything they have asked. I can die happy and proud knowing what I have done for them."
Knowing that you haven't accomplished anything. Look around. You've failed.
But have we really? You've killed a few men. Do you think this is all of us?
I'll kill the rest too. With that, I'm going to kind of turn towards Lysair. Do you have any rope?
I've got a lot of rope.
Do you want to go ahead and take care of this problem?
Yeah, so I'll start tying up.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. Selja, as you're kind of digging around through Xolkin's stuff here, okay, you notice that he's wearing a green ring, or a gold ring, emblazoned with the symbol of the Zhentarim. It has a black winged serpent on the front side of the ring itself. He also carries a pouch of 4 platinum pieces, 13 gold pieces, and 5 gemstones worth 100 gold pieces each. And also on his person, part of that is the empty vial that he had drunk from before the fight had begun.
And as she gets tied up, I'm actually going to remove any weapons from her person, if there are any left. And I actually want to search her too.
Okay, one sec. Okay, yeah, so you're able to successfully tie her up. She attempts to struggle a little bit, but with Nav over top of her and kind of keeping her pinned to the ground, you're able to quickly tie her hands behind her back and keep her from getting free. As you search her person, let's see what she had, because I don't remember. Doesn't say here.
Yeah, and everything you call out, I'm just going to be pulling off of her and tossing at the feet.
Okay. So on her person, aside from her her weapons and armor, is a pouch containing 8 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces, and a strip of parchment.
Yeah, I'm just tossing it all at Grinkle's feet.
Does the parchment have anything on it?
On the parchment itself, the only thing that it has written on it are the words, "On our way."
Wasn't there like some winged snake or something?
But it flew away.
Oh, okay. So it did just fly away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it did fly with the instructions of telling people that they were taking the city. So that needs to be
Mhm.
remembered.
I don't think we're gonna catch it.
Yeah. It's pretty far gone now. All right. And with that, what are you doing with Kella now that she's tied up?
I actually want to ask the guards, do you guys have a gel in the keep?
The guards look in your direction and kind of shake their head and say, no, we generally don't have too many outbursts from the people here in town, and when we do, we let them take care of themselves.
Well, that's the intention. Once we get the villagers back, they can decide what to do with her. She may proclaim that she hasn't done anything, but we'll leave that up to the villagers.
And he kind of nods and says, well, if necessary, we can always take the bell tower or the inn and kind of set up camp there and kind of guard that. Be a little more safer than trying to protect the keep from where we are at right now.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. And as this happens, they start to drag Kella away. I'm assuming you're going to just go ahead and throw her back in the inn because they have plenty of rooms there for you guys to use as well if you want to take a bit to long rest here.
Yeah.
Because
we
now
can
will be
wait.
your long rest. You can now wake up.
No, do it.
Are we long resting? Short resting?
You are
This guy
long
was
resting.
So much quieter when he
Yay.
was out.
Before we long rest, there's a couple of things.
Okay.
I think Selja and I wanted to do something.
Yeah, we want to go get the cat.
Crinkle heard about some treasure over in the building. I'm like over there.
The first thing I'm going to do when I wake up is stumble over to the guard nearest.
Mm-hmm.
300 gold, please.
I'm not gonna heal you if he punches you out.
And he looks at you and says, what in Toril makes you think I have gold for you, sir?
We had an agreement for 300 gold.
And he says, no, you had an agreement with that guy. And as he points to the guy that's being drugged behind the horse.
Of course he is.
How is there any way I'd be able to catch up with him?
Oh my god.
No, probably not. The horse is running pretty wild here.
Where did they put Kella?
You guys
Oh, wait,
are gonna... She's on the ground, but technically when you guys hit long rest, she's gonna be back in the inn.
Alright, but she's on the ground for now. So there's all that found in the dead body of the guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sells you posted in chat?
Yeah, but she
Mhm.
has all of it.
Yeah, she has it, and I don't know. Okay. Can I search the guy and see if I find anything?
You search the guy and find nothing.
Cool. I'm gonna look around. Where's this guy's money?
Sal just shrugs.
We searched him. There was nothing.
He didn't have any.
Fine. Where's the bottle that he drank from?
He
It-
must have threw it.
It fell mid-battle and shattered.
I need all of y'all to give me a performance check.
I was like, is it gonna be deception or is it gonna be
Nope, it's gonna be a performance because y'all are acting together here, playing
I
off
see no
each other.
glass on the floor.
Car Snook, give me an insight check.
Somebody we're just laughing. the
Gladly.
entire time.
Oh, unfortunately, you buy into this. Even though a couple of them seem a little bit shady, you buy into the fact that everything that has transpired happened exactly as they mentioned it.
Fine. I'll go over to the girl. Where's your money?
She looks and kind of points at, or gives a little nod towards Nav and says, "He took it. What do you want of it?"
Nav, where's her money?
I'm gonna pull out 2 silver pieces. And be like, this was it.
I'm gonna look at the girl. Is this all you had?
And she shrugs and looks at you and says, "Why should I tell you anything? You attempted to kill me."
Because you're tied up and I will kill you right now.
I'm gonna chuckle and be like, you did try and kill her.
She knocked you out.
And she knocked you out.
Try.
But you're tied up. So I
I
can
bet
kill
she
you.
can still knock you out.
I'm gonna take one of the arrows. Or no, it's a crossbow bolt, I guess. I have.
Okay.
And she's tied up, right? She can't
Sure.
move. Alright, I'm just gonna...
Her hands are tied behind her back.
I'm waiting for just like I can't wait for her to kick your ass.
Nav,
You might wanna guard your crotch.
What?
can you hold... no, wait. What am I doing? I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna pull out my hand crossbow, take, aim at her foot and fire.
Okay.
At her.
As you do this, she does a quick kip up, stands to her feet, and gives a quick kick to your chest.
Immediately knocking you out again.
Oh, but unfortunately a 5 is not going to hit you, so as she attempts to do this unarmed strike to attempt to hit you, you're just out of the range of her kick. Lasara and Grankle quickly grabbing onto her and keeping her from going forward. And she begins cursing and shouting in your direction and says, "My gods are smiling at me. What about you, you fiend?"
I'm gonna turn to her and be like, you need to calm down. My God is with me. And then I'm just gonna immediately like put my hand on Carson's back and just start leading him away. And it's like, all right, look, it was 3 silver pieces. You can have 2 of them.
Oh, that's too funny.
I'll take the 2 silver
Too
pieces.
funny.
I just want some money, man. I'm gonna hit the hay.
All right. And with that, you guys hit a long rest. You're going to rest for 8 hours. It'll put it at evening time by the time you finish. If there's anything you want to do for your long rest, go ahead and do it now. We'll take a short... What time is it? Yeah, we'll take a short 5 minutes here, let you guys get situated for your long rest. Heal up, get your spell slots back, change out spells, whatever you're going to do. And then we will come back after 5 minutes and we'll continue our adventure.
So
And
I've
I
got
am
my
going
full,
to take a
all
short
my
break.
curses, all
So
my
I will be right back, guys.
transformations. Cool.
Is there a long rest button to reset the spell slots on the...
I just looked now.
No. What are spell slots?
Damn.
Well, Havoc just used the spell slot.
Yeah, I can fix it though.
Selja, don't forget.
So I'm the only one here that really cares about the money as much as anyone, and I ended up with the least amount of money.
Some of us ended up with no money.
I ended up with the most.
I keep getting handed money by a bugbear, so
Yeah, Selja's
I'm
gonna
paying my
grab
tribute.
Nav and kind of like, there's a cat. We need to get the cat as
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah, we're going after the cat.
Likewise.
Don't eat it.
No, you can't come after the cat. You're going to go take a nap. We wanted to do this before the long rest.
Okay.
Once Karsnook is out of range, Selja will hand everybody one of the gems.
I'm gonna
Yes.
hand mine to Grankle.
I got 2 gems. Oh yeah.
I got 2 gems. I got 2 gems. Hey,
I
hey,
hate
hey.
all of you so much right now.
You went after the unarmed lady that wasn't even supposed to be in combat.
I was gonna use her as bait. I was gonna grapple her, hold her, and like say, "Stop fighting or she dies."
You also could have dashed after her.
How'd that work out for you?
That just beat the shit out of you.
Okay, on my way there, I had 20. The opportunity attack took me down to 7.
You could have disengaged.
No, I couldn't have because I was gonna use my grapple.
As he runs away, he can.
No.
Well, he
Anything
could have
I could have
disengaged and
disengaged
waited
from
a
the
turn.
guy,
She wasn't,
but
she
I wanted
wasn't
to get the
going
grapple.
anywhere.
I was referring to the initial hit that did 13 damage.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted the grapple, and that's an action.
Yeah, but she wasn't going anywhere. What we mean is you could have just disengaged and then waited a turn.
Yeah, we were fighting right in front of the only way out of the village. I mean, I guess you could have run all the way to the south and then jumped in the river.
Also, Forge, what kind of healing potion is that?
The one that you left?
No,
I think he said it went back to grab everything.
I did.
I did not know that.
Alright, but the next time we get loot, you guys are getting none of it.
We still have to sell all of the coins. We're obviously going to split it.
How do you sell coins?
No, sell the
make gems.
gems.
We gotta make
I meant-
gems.
No, I mean the next time I find loot.
Technically, you are unaware of being slighted.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
In
I'll be right
fact, Nav gave you money.
Yeah.
His
and
the
you even-
money he found.
You
So-
found money and then you gave it to me.
So
And
until
sells-
people see me sell my mysteriously dented silver jug that I just happened to have found a gem in, who knows?
And you came out on top because you got most of the split.
So really, you should be thanking Nav.
Also, technically, I'm like stingy naturally, but yes, that's fair.
That you are in a party of goblins.
Huh.
Probably for the best that we didn't use that to bring someone back up.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, I
Use
can't
what to
sell
bring
it.
someone back up?
He went back and grabbed the healing potion, and it was good that we didn't use it to like bring one of these two back out because now we have it.
What type of potion was it?
Regular.
Regular. Okay.
Vanilla chai.
All right, Soldier, let's do this.
Let's do it. Get a cat.
Yeah.
Let's.
You all right there, Havoc?
Test. There we go.
He's just laser light showing everywhere.
Ooh. Ah.
No, because you can just attach it to Selja. It's Selja's cat.
If they succeed the animal handling.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a better chance than you going after the girl.
Ooh. Okay.
We have a brain cell on that?
Wow.
I mean, I could cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level to cover it.
I mean, I got nothing.
Garsnook needs to work on making friends, methinks. He's not making a good round with everybody right now.
I got the guards on our side in the first place.
Technically, you super lied to them.
Whoa, 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 whoa. The
Completely
guards
lied
were
to-
not having any of your stuff until I came in there.
Actually, the bugbear got the guards.
It's true, dude. Those guards wanted nothing to do with you when you first came in there, because you're like, "Give me gold."
I think they were trying to kill you.
And then at first, when Nav walked in, they're like, "What the fuck, a bugbear?" They're gonna fight him, and then they're like, "Oh no, he's talking to us. Never mind."
they were gonna push you in the river.
Yeah, until I convinced them that all of you guys were good.
All right, so everybody's all set with their long rest here. Nav and Selja have headed southeast, heading to try to get the cat of the elderly couple that was in the L-shaped house to the southeast. As you guys approach, you see the cat's still there, just kind of hanging out, wandering around the house on its own, curling up every now and then to the owners who are still crushed under the boulder.
So I want the cat because it's cool.
That is a cool cat. It can fly?
I know it can fly.
Okay, I'm going to go in and just start making random noises using primeval awareness to communicate with the cat. I
Okay.
am going to attempt to communicate that its owners are dead and that it should come with us because we have food.
Okay. What does that ability give you?
Let me put it up here.
Okay.
It's a long one,
Oh,
sorry.
holy shit.
Holy wall of text.
All right. Let's try that again.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all of it.
Is okay. So the basic mood of the cat, you can sense that it's emotionally very sad. It understands the gravity of the situation. Its owners are dead. It's just not really wanting to leave their side. Like, it's spent almost its entire life at the side of these owners. And as you kind of speak to it, you get the sense that it understands and it acknowledges what's going on, but it's not willing or not wanting to really walk away from the situation.
I'm going to try and communicate, like, if we give your owners a proper burial, will you come with us?
Cat knows a proper burial.
Cat just wants to see its owners taken care of.
You want to leave it in front of someone's doorstep?
As you kind of mentioned this, the cat, again, not really knowing what a burial is, it's seeing that you're trying to be friendly towards it, and it probably is getting close to food time, so it's a little more willing to accept your help at this point.
I'm just going to kind of make a motion like I'm eating or tearing a piece of meat, and then I'm going to kind of point outside towards the grass and kind of make a shrugging gesture. Like, which do you prefer?
And as you do that, it kind of tries to imitate the same motion of tearing meat as you did.
Okay. I'm going to turn to Selja. I'll be right back. Stay with the cat.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
and you-
So
bodies
you don't
are
hang
gone.
out with the cat.
I wanted to go
Mhm.
tear one of the legs off of that big giant beast we killed. Is it still there? Or have they cleared the city?
Which beast?
I think one of the wargs.
Yeah, it
The
was one of
wargs. I'll say, for the sake of what's going on, yeah, you could easily tear it off. I'm assuming you're gonna try to cook it or something before presenting it to the cat.
It's a cat. Does it care?
It might.
It might care.
Mm-hmm.
Do I remember if there was anything left to cook in that rubbled out house?
In that house, no. There's most of what was destroyed was the dining and kind of kitchen area of the house. So if you wanted to do so, you could probably go to the inn, in the back of the inn, and probably cook back there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
We'll take 10 to make sure it's nice and cooked properly.
Kind of prepare it for it, and yeah, as you bring it back,
Get some spices out.
yeah, you bring it back and kind of feed it to the cat, putting it in a little bowl in front of it, and it kind of eats at it and taking little bites, and appears very appreciative, and then starts to wander away from the owners and hangs out a little closer to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to. I think we got him on the hook, but we gotta really convince this cat, Zelda. It's gonna be your cat. Go pet it or something.
Yeah, Seljo kind of like go, pat its head, scritch under its neck.
Okay. And yeah, just like a typical cat, a little bigger than a normal house cat. You're able to pet it, and yeah, seems pretty,
I see,
pretty accepting of you.
Or curtains around the house.
The bed is around the corner to the south over here. You could probably pull some of the sheets off of the bed there.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna just grab the sheets off the bed and kind of cover the owners.
Okay. And yeah, I mean, obviously the cat doesn't understand or know what a proper burial is, so as you kind of cover it, yeah.
I was kind of weirded out by sitting in a room with two bodies. I didn't murder.
And you kind of cover them up and hide them from your own view. And the cat willingly follows you. I guess I'm going to make this so that it can be moved by Selja. Hold on.
Party pet!
And
Yeah, party pet.
We have a mascot, and it's
you
not a
now
bear.
have a mascot that's not a bear.
And it can fly away.
It could
It
be
needs a
pretty
name.
useful.
Okay, you should now have control of the cat.
Now you have to always move 2 tokens.
You now always have to move 2 tokens.
Name it
Hey,
the Owl Bear.
Click and drag.
All right. So, you guys settle in for the afternoon/evening. I'm assuming staying within the inn. I don't want to move you over to that part of the map because it's just a pain in the ass to do it. As you kind of sit around, they're keeping Kella in the front portion up by the dining area. You guys could head upstairs and rest within the guest rooms that are upstairs if you wanted to. Kind of take your time to gather yourselves and prepare after everything that has transpired.
So it's evening now?
It is now evening time. The night has the evening or the night skies started to fall over the village. And as you start to move about the inn, your rest is quickly interrupted. Off to the north, coming out of the Ardeep forest to the straight north, the sound of a running horde makes its way towards the clearing.
No.
The shouts and footsteps grow a bit louder as they break through the tree line that once isolated it from the village itself. After a few moments, once the sound breaks into the clearing, you notice as a pack of orcs rush towards the entry of the village. Their sounds echoing, especially through the opening to the northwest here of the inn, makes it reverberate through the inn itself, and you hear as the one in the front of the pack here kind of shouts out and says, "There, towards the gate."
We can all hear this.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is 4 times! 4 times in one day!
Wait.
So I'm assuming we're kind of making our way outside to see this. Do we see them like clogging up the gate already, or?
Hold on. I'm working on that.
And
You
is
know-
the drawbridge down?
It might.
That's the other question.
It might.
Yeah, because I'm beelining it towards the drawbridge if they're not here
Yeah,
yet.
let's get that up,
Yeah.
shall we?
Yeah, I'm with them. I'm heading out.
Okay, and up to your north, up in this direction. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Up in this direction, you'll now see
Uh-oh.
the
that's
pack
a
of
lot of
orcs that are making their way towards the village.
Yeah, rushing
Yeah, I'm trying to get
towards
these
gate,
gates.
raising gate,
Can we-
please.
Okay,
Can we tell how many of them there are?
you
lot.
can hear their voices, and it sounds like a lot, but you physically cannot see them.
Guys, we might want to get out of this village.
I think the villagers had the right idea.
I thought you wanted your money.
Yeah, I want my money, but apparently I've gotten all there was. So maybe the villagers in the caves have more money. Let's maybe get to them. Let the orcs have their fun here.
What's my
I
alignment?
think-
I'm
Okay.
neutral.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Can we try
we're-
to pull these gates up?
Or
Are
we
we
leave.
ignoring Karsnik?
I feel like we have two choices here. We can either take the hell off and try to avoid this group of orcs coming and go towards the dripping caves, or raise the gate.
If we raise the gate, the orcs are gonna figure out a way in anyway, and we're gonna have a fight on our hands. Now,
A fight? That sounds like fun.
Well, some
Yes.
of us are good at fighting.
there's
Not
too
exactly
many.
opposed to a
Join
fight.
a fight.
So Can I make a? Never mind. Look, there are a lot of them out there. I can tell. We have to go, or we're going to be overrun, even if there is no bridge.
If there's no bridge, then we could just sit back here and throw stuff at him.
He's not wrong.
We do
I like
have
this idea.
casters.
Does this village have like walls that I could like climb up on?
I think
No.
there's
They have-
watchtowers.
They have
Towers.
watchtowers that you can climb atop. Yeah,
Okay.
like each one of these are watchtowers. So to be able to close the gate, it will require two of you, one on each side, running the crank to be able to pull the gate closed.
You would rather sit in this village doing nothing until these orcs get in, or we pick them off with rocks.
I didn't.
And going out there
rocks.
and getting money from the villagers.
Rocks. Crinkle, can you throw rocks?
I kind of raise my hand and smoke begins trailing up from my fingers. I can do better than rocks.
I think we all can do better than rocks as I start cranking the crank to raise the bridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna crank along.
Okay.
Alright, so I think the consensus is crank up.
Yep. So
Yes.
the two that are cranking the bridge up, I need you to give me strength checks, please.
Checks, not safe.
Whoops.
Are they in
Yeah.
places? Are they in watchtowers?
Yeah. So
would
in
assume
the
we're
the
in the
cranks
bottom?
are within the bottom of the watchtowers themselves.
Okay, can I start climbing up to the top of one to
Yep.
get a good eye of thing?
Yep, and you can move, yeah, like right there, and they'll put you up at the top of it. And as you're on the top of it, you look out and you see 22 orcs that are making their way towards the village itself.
that's a lot
Uh,
of
So I'm gonna yell down and be like, "There's a lot of beasties coming! Get that gate up!"
What did I say? What
The-
did I say?
and as
so just gonna get on top of the other watchtower.
and as you guys kind of make your way over here, the orcs also make their way over and prepare. The one in the front, as the gates begin to raise, you watch as the pack of orcs quickly rush towards it. The leader, appearing a bit wounded, with an arrow stuck through his right shoulder, looks very angrily at the bridge and up at the top as he sees Grancool standing up at the top there. Eventually reaching up and grabbing on to the shaft of an arrow that has been lodged into his shoulder, and he snaps it off and kind of crunches the rest of the shaft in his hand, very angered at the bridge going up. And then you watch as a couple of these orcs dive into the water, attempting to swim across and try to reach the corner of the bridge before it goes up, but to no avail, as the bridge comes completely closed. As this happens, the one in the front here, kind of looking over everything that is going on, looks back to the two directly remaining behind him, and pointing in each direction, says, "You find entry now. We will exterminate these rats."
What did I say? What did I say?
Nobody cares.
I'm gonna climb into the tower as well.
So as they're all taking off, I'm gonna kind of yell over the side, "Hey, big beastie! You're not allowed in. Go away."
Okay. And he's not very responsive to you. Just kind of watching and waiting. You see the scouts, one heading south and one heading north, as they start to make their way around the outer edge of the island itself, or around the outside edge of the moat. You watch as the orc to the south stops for a little bit, kind of looking around, feeling there's really nowhere else for him to go. One to the north, continuing on, seeing the river that flows to the northeast, not seeing anything, eventually will turn tail back. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'm going to draw my hand crossbow.
I'm gonna equip my shield.
And I'm gonna... Who's the guy next to the leader?
Mm-hmm. Just
What's
another
he look
orc.
like? What's
He looks different on the token.
So the one in the front, you can tell he's like the actual leader. The one behind him, you're getting the sense that he's probably someone very important to this guy. And as all this is going on, you kind of watch as he's kind of conversing back and forth with this individual. It's hard to tell, really, unless you have like a knowledge of orcs. It's really hard to tell what this guy's role actually is.
Okay. Hey, dipshit! I'm gonna point my crossbow. Unless you want to match that arrow, you're gonna want to leave.
I'm gonna pipe up from down below at the gate. Wait, wasn't he the one who said we should?
What?
Yes, he was the one that said we should leave.
Why is he the one making threats? Someone else make the threats.
I'm already threatening. So wait, does the guy hear me?
Yeah, he hears you, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care what you have to say to him.
Okay, I'm gonna fire my crossbow bolt.
Okay. And it lands at his feet. And he scoffs and looks in your direction and says, "Is that all you got, little man?" And
No.
after Oh, wow. Go ahead and give me that D100. And what element is this?
I don't know. I have to roll.
Go ahead and roll the D8 for the element. Because it's gonna pick its own element, right?
Yeah, it's well, I pick it either a 4 or a 3.
Oh.
So either force or fire.
If you force me off this tower into the water, I'm gonna kill you.
That's not it. What is that? 75. So as you're, hold on.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh no! Oh no!
Wait a second.
This just got even worse.
Oh no.
Oh, this just got even worse.
Why?
I rolled a 73 for my surge.
What is the 73?
Oh man.
We're just gonna tell me. Oh god. Maybe this. Wait. Maybe.
Wait.
What if it's a good effect?
You
to
sent me
save
that
you,
list,
though,
right? You
Yeah,
sent
I
me that
sent you the
list in PM, right?
Or you can use the player.
The
handbook
default one. Yeah.
Yeah. Either one's fine with me. If that's easier for you to grab.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just grab the player handbook one.
A 72 is good. A 72 is resistant to all damage for a minute, but I don't know what 73.
747 crashes at your location.
Just destroys everything.
No, the monster from Cloverfield teleport.
Wait, why is that not-
Of course, this is
There
when
it
my
is.
fucking wild surge kicks in the first time in this campaign.
This is
That's not
perfect.
it. Man, I'm not pulling it up here. Wild magic. There we go. All right. And what did you roll on that? A 70.
73. 7 tree.
Oh. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this can
Oh,
only be
God.
good.
Yeah, this could.
Hold on.
Good. Yeah.
Awaken shrub.
Summon floof.
Instantly die?
Roll me a D9. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4. Lucas,
I'm below him.
as he
That
is
matters.
casting this, you're still within 60 feet.
He cast it straight down. Oh gosh.
It can
I'm
go
on the tower
anywhere.
next to him.
As this is being cast, the effects of the spell turn it to poison damage, and for the next 4 hours, you are poisoned thanks to Grand Cool.
I'm thoroughly confused how this works, but okay.
Wild magic surge
a
doesn't
wizard
need line
did
of
it.
sight.
Yeah, it doesn't line of sight. It's anything within 60 feet. Top
Gotcha.
tabling,
I
thank
literally
you
just
for the
told to
follow.
leave a magic open and something random. just happened.
Something bad just happened to him. Yeah, so you're now poisoned, and I'm going to have to look up poison again because I forget how that
It's,
actually works.
Disadvantage on certain.
Disadvantage on attacks.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, you're now poisoned for the next 4 hours.
Attack rolls and ability check. Okay.
Mhm.
Basically everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that happens. As that is happening, I'm not even going to bother with the D100 roll on that because Magic Surge took care of it for me. You watch as the 2 scouts that went around begin making their way back. A little bit of time has passed. I'm assuming you're not doing anything else in this time frame.
Are we
Well, I
taking
was gonna
shots?
shoot again, but seeing Grancool fuck that up, I'm just gonna give him a
Yeah, it
judgmental
was
look.
Grankle that did it. It wasn't both of y'all at all.
I'm gonna give him a judgmental look, like you distracted me,
Okay.
and just glare down at them.
And as that's going on, as you guys converse, trying to figure out what the hell just happened here, the scouts return, and you watch as the pack begins to move southward.
Quick! Now's our time to leave.
I think we should make sure that they leave the entire area first. Yes?
No, they're gonna invade from the south.
Let's
Now's our
wait and see.
Ow.
If they do, we can take a running start ahead of them. Just lower the bridge and leave.
Fine,
So,
but have someone down there ready to lower the bridge.
so did they just keep on going south?
They went south out of view.
I'll kind of yell down to the people that aren't up top. They just headed off to the south. I don't know where they went.
You have to remember, it is now dark. It's nighttime. So you're kind of looking out into the open, and even with night vision, seeing 60 feet out, you're not going to see very far out past like this area here. This area.
Why do you think he had an arrow sticking out of him?
They were either running to or from something, it seemed like.
Why
Well,
would they be running to something if they'd just been attacked?
they came from the northwest, right?
They came more from the forest, though, right?
Yeah, straight north from the forest.
Perhaps they encountered some of the villagers.
I don't think the villagers could take 20 plus orcs.
Well, then we don't need to search for them.
Perhaps they encountered the giants.
That was a rather small arrow.
Who used tiny arrow?
Perhaps they encountered the goblins.
As I'm looking
Exactly.
down, at everybody, I see Lucas gonna turn green. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. Something just happened. I feel really sluggish and off all of a sudden.
Well, I hope you get to feeling better.
Thanks.
As this conversation takes place, the sound of orcs returns. This time, to the south. It appears that the orcs have found a way into the village through the broken bridge of the palisade and begin to funnel into the village itself.
Gee, I wonder, how could that have happened? Lower the bridge. We're leaving.
They walked. Like, it's not hard to figure out.
Group vote. Leave or fight?
Leave.
If Nav's down for a fight, I am.
Nab's down for whatever Grinkle's down for.
I can't leave. My cat's here.
Well, it sounds like we're fighting.
It's up to Greg.
Then
It's up to Greg.
We have to save the cat.
for the cat. Mm.
Also,
Get
if
the
they're
cat.
running from someone,
If they were
That-
running from someone, they wouldn't run to an occupied town.
We don't stand a chance against 22 orcs.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, I've never fought 22 orcs before, so I don't know that I'm gonna lose.
Sounds like a fun
Speak for
fight.
yourself. You're vomiting in your shoes. You have no condition to fight.
Is he vomiting? Are you vomiting in your shoes?
why would you vomit in your shoes?
I don't know. No one's vomiting in their shoes. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Okay, so what are you guys doing? Are you?
I think we're fighting.
Oh my
I'm
god.
ready to fight.
You can either drop the drawbridge and run for the hills, or stay put and come and fight the orcs.
Can we drop the drawbridge and move out to fight, but have a line of retreat?
Yeah, that's
You
smart,
can do
actually.
that
I
as
like
well.
to do that.
Okay, I'm down with that.
You can do
Everybody
that
down
as
with
well.
And then we can
Okay.
sacrifice the dwarf because he's slow.
Who has a high? Let me just purely for out of character and role playing purposes. Who actually has a decent intelligence?
I have an
Nope.
11.
I
Mine's
also
in
have
person?
an 11.
I have an 8. So
Hey, I have an 8 also.
I have a 14.
okay.
Just to put that into perspective, my very, very dumb Goliath has a 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Goliath.
So I think I
Let's
have the
go,
highest
I've
intelligence here.
Okay,
Like,
so you're the one. That's
Nobody
gonna make this
cares
plan.
though.
You haven't really displayed it up to this point, but
Hey,
we'll say
Also-
that's your idea.
Also, self-preservation falls under wisdom.
Yeah,
I have a 9.
I have a 10.
11.
I have a 13.
16. Let's
I have a
go.
12.
What's self-preservation?
Wisdom.
Self-preservation is when you fight the orcs.
Yes.
Drop the bridge. I guess we're
All
doing
right, so let's drop the
I
bridge.
drop
and
the
get ready for
drop
a
my
fight.
side of the bridge
Yeah,
and draw my bow.
But guys,
As-
not guys, idiots, don't leave the bridge.
Nope.
We hold our grounds. Let them come to us.
Oh,
As
the cat's
he's
over
saying
there.
That Nav is going to take off and use a dash action to move 60 feet.
Idiot.
Well, the cat is in the inn.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna smack myself just a couple times in the head with who I'm dealing. Like,
Tell me when I can move again.
I'm gonna.
What's the rest
sneak
of the
up
party
after
doing?
Nav.
Okay.
I think we're all following Nav.
have we dropped the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
I dropped my side.
Yeah, drop my side.
Yep.
I'm gonna
It's
scan the bridge.
dropping quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna move forward, get within 30 feet, and enlarge on Nav.
I guess we're fucking doing. I'll move them then too. God damn it!
Okay.
I love how big that token is.
I have a question, DM.
No. See what we
Ye-
need to do
Yep.
is
So Nav, according to the RP, Nav has a saddle on his back.
He does.
I want to jump on the saddle.
It's not a saddle that could hold you. It is a makeshift
Damn.
saddle that's made for a goblin.
I am.
He is a goblin.
He
Oh,
is a
sorry.
goblin.
Then yeah, no, you could.
It's not a very good saddle. As you're
It's-
jumping on, Grakel's definitely gonna be like, careful.
To give you an idea of how bad this saddle is, you know how like if you have no skill with mounting a horse, it's going to take you like a lot of effort to get on top of a horse. Think of that like twice as bad. And then staying on top of it, you take a hit and you're going to be at disadvantage when you take that hit to
All right,
save
almost as
to
bad
be
as
able to
riding
stay on.
bareback.
Yeah,
I thought
you're
it would be
saddle.
fun.
I mean, you can try, but
Do it.
I can't guarantee how this will end for you.
If I'm proficient in land vehicles, can I ride him?
No, you're too big to fit in the saddle.
That's
Next
a
time
weird thing
we
to
should
be proficient in.
enlarge. We should enlarge the dire wolf next time.
Next time we should.
The dire
enlarge
wolf
the
gets
cat.
enlarged by itself.
No, next
And
time
Oh,
then you
we
no.
make it
enlarge
even
the cat.
bigger.
Enlarge the werebear.
It's this ridiculous idea.
The little tiny bear.
Right.
make
So
it-
are we gonna? We're gonna fight these
Wait,
boys?
wait. Before we get into a big
I was
fight,
just trying to save the cat.
We're in a big fight.
Yeah, we're already in a fight.
It's
I'm gonna move
happening.
to the
We're
front.
there.
I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna just put up my hand. Speak to the orcs. I don't think we want any blood to be shed here, us or you. Is that correct?
You're talking to the orcs.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you say that,
Sacrifice the
Oh,
dwarf to
as you say that, the one in the front pulls out. What weapon does he have? Because I don't even know what weapon he has. To give you an idea of how much I expected you guys to run from this, he grabs his great axe and with one hand points it directly at Karsnook and says, "That one now."
All right, the rest of us
Why
can go.
me?
run. Everybody else run.
All right.
You already
Um,
shot at him once, bud.
I'm dashing. I don't care anymore. With that, I'm dashing out
And
Back across the bridge.
60 feet back to the here. I'll wait till my next turn to dash.
Wait,
Uh,
can you only move 50?
Oh shit! Yeah, 50.
Who has advantage with perception checks for hearing?
I
One
do.
running
I do.
away.
The one running away? Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Awesome.
Yeah, so as this is going on, your attention's so focused on these orcs that have filed in and begin to disperse amongst the area here. As that's going on, off to your west, you hear the sound of people charging in, quickly coming up to the bridge that is now open. And you notice as, if I can get it to select.
5 times. This village has gone to town 5 times.
Hey,
No, it's
hey.
Drow.
Is that a new shadow over the inn?
No?
Okay,
Wait.
I'm making things. Sorry, I thought it was like something floating over.
No. So yeah, you notice as 8 elves have now moved into position and are quickly running up and crossing the bridge, about to run right past you.
You gotta be kidding me.
Do I notice
Elves
the elves
hate
jumping them?
elves.
Okay, I'm just gonna point over at the orcs and yell, "The orcs are that way!"
I do have dark vision.
Friendly goblin! Friendly goblin!
Do you have, is that 60 feet or inside of 60 feet from you?
I think it's 65, actually.
Yeah,
No,
so
no, 60 to my knee.
they would have
qualifies.
just moved up. Sure, you now see this pack of elves have moved in to the village, crossing from the bridge to get inside.
Well, elves will kill a bugbear unless I'm helping them. So with that, saying that, I'm just going to, we're gonna move forward to right here, and I'm gonna take a swipe at that, no.
Wait, before, the elves are coming towards me. Just
Yeah, they're getting ready to run right by you.
leaf flickers. Take out the orcs and nothing else.
By the way, I'll do help for 300 gold.
Do orcs still qualify as humanoid?
Yes.
All of you.
Okay.
Yes.
I am taking a swipe at the one that is closest to me.
Oh. Yeah. This
And
one to
they
the
haven't
north?
acted
Yeah.
yet, so that's advantage.
Mhm.
So it should be the crit with
Mm-hmm.
really bad damage +2.
Yeah. So, was that 14 plus 2?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah. So, quickly rushing into action here, you dash forward with the halberd, land perfectly, and watch as the orc drops to the ground immediately.
And orcs are medium creatures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just double check.
And if we're doing this, I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
What's the
Oh,
worst that could happen?
this is gonna
Wait.
suck,
It
man.
doesn't matter because he's dead, but I'm
Oh
gonna say
crap.
that was a surprise attack, and I'm gonna roll it just because I want to use it.
Can
Okay.
you give me the 7? Because technically I have to roll at disadvantage.
Sure.
I
That's
hate
not an
everyone.
ability check, is it?
Yes.
You won't hate us when you're rolling in. orc
According to
money.
Matthew Mercer, it is.
Okay.
I don't know who that is, so that means nothing to me.
You don't know who Matthew Mercer
Uh,
is? He's the voice of McCree in Overwatch.
And like a ton of other things. You've
Yeah.
heard
He's
before.
also the DM
Oh,
for
someone
Critical Role.
should explain to y'all that I don't pay attention to things.
That's okay.
He's the DM for Critical Role, which is one of the most critically
He
acclaimed-
doesn't. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't watched
Yep.
that yet.
You
I play
should.
video games and watch anime when that makes me watch anime.
Oh,
You
sure.
heard his-
Blame it on
you-
Havoc.
You've heard his voice before, even if you don't know what his voice is.
Yeah, you heard
Um,
his voice in something.
So here's what we're gonna do, because there are so many things to take care of here. I'm just gonna roll all of the orcs into one, except for the the ones that are different, and then I'm gonna roll all the elves into one, except for the one that's different, and then you guys are all on your own here. So, Grand Cool, you are first to do anything here.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
I mean, you can try.
All right. Let's set my
With
mind.
wild magic, anything is theoretically possible.
Yeah, it is. We saw that. Sorry, Lucas. 5, 10, 15, 20. Moving right here.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me.
Right?
Yeah, and I need to put that on Lucas.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fire another chaos bolt at this dude.
Okay.
That hurt, by the way. Or will hurt.
This 19 hit.
Yeah, 19 hits.
Okay, didn't do it this time.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna roll damage. There it is.
Jeez.
Damn, I wish. 8 or 6. That's either thunder or poison. We'll go ahead and just do thunder damage. So 18 thunder damage to that dude.
18 thunder damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you watch as you cast this chaos bolt, and it hits perfectly. You watch as it's thunder. It's not lightning. So you watch as it quickly reaches up and grabs for its ears. The sound of thunder echoing and starting to pierce into its mind a little bit, causing a bit of confusion to this guy. Dealing a considerable amount of damage to him, though. Anything else?
Nah, that's about it.
I like this spell too, because the first time you cast it, bad shit happened.
I hate this.
All right.
Orcs and nothing else.
So it moves. What does he do? I don't remember what he does.
They shoot bows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll go ahead and give him an attack. And he's going to fire the long bow at the one to the northwest here. Oh, definitely going to hit. Dealing a decent amount of damage. Watch as the arrow flies forward, pierces into his shoulder, knocking him back a little bit. He's still standing, but took a nice little chunk of damage here. I also need to change the music too, because that's a thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a thing. One sec. Okay, there we go. Cool. Next up is Selja. You're up.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. And then Selja is going to once more draw upon her mighty druidic powers to cast a spell. And that spell is Entangle.
Ooh.
And she's going to fire it here. Hold on. Wrong mouse thing. You can fire it right there. And that's going to make a 20-foot square, which is going to encompass all these dudes. And hopefully lock them down for us.
Your reach it. Oh yeah, your reach is 90. Yep. 20-foot square. Go ahead and draw on the map where you're wanting to put that. So grab your draw shape. Put it where you're wanting it at. Why do I not hear? There we go. It's better.
Could you, whoever's doing that, could just kind of spin it around so that I know where I'm putting this?
Hmm. So you're wanting like there? There you go. Okay.
Technically, one more, I think.
Yeah, one less on this side, one more on that side.
Isn't that a 40-foot square?
No, 20 in each direction.
No, it's a 20-foot square, but it's 10 foot in radius. Yeah, so it's not going to reach that far.
Oh.
It's going to be 4 squares in each direction here. So you're looking at something like that.
I think that's the max amount of orcs you're going to get.
Yeah, these three up here are in.
So yeah, if you're wanting that square as the center.
Yeah, I think that's where you clicked, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can either go here, and it would technically gather 5 here.
Well,
Or here, and that would gather 7. That would get you the most right there.
oh, I think the square is too small.
No, it's 4 by 4. It's 5 foot squares, so
Gotcha.
20 foot. You're going from the center of a square.
Do the square before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Accurately. It needs to be 4 squares by 4 squares is all.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So yeah,
So-
that'll capture 7 of them, and they would need to do a strength save against.
They need to do a strength save, and it also makes difficult terrain, so
Mhm.
which was also good. Let's see, where's my DC? That's in spells. A DC 13 strength save.
Okay, so the first one the first one saves. No, first one fails. Second one saves. Are they taking damage from this?
Nope,
If they fail?
specifically, it's the lockdown.
Okay.
They become restrained if they fail.
Okay, so I will mark them as restrained if they fail. So we'll use this. So that one failed. This one failed. This one failed. And this one failed. Okay. Anything else?
She's gonna move, and then she's done.
Alrighty. Let's see. The orcs are going to start moving, so we're going to go just one by one here. Seeing Nav up ahead, he's going to quickly charge forward and just going to start to attack. Orcs get... Yeah, 1 attack. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Dealing 4 slashing damage. So this orc quickly coming up is going to start swiping towards you. It's going to land the shot. The next one going to run up. 15 to hit.
Nope.
All right. This one's going to move forward 30 feet and is going to attack the elf over here, but is going to miss with an 8. This orc here is going to move up close to Nav here and also going to attack. He crit fails, but I don't want to deal with that. He doesn't get close enough. He's going to move up there. He'll go here. I'm specifically avoiding all of the ones that... so that's going to be double. So that'll go here. Same thing here, so it's going to be difficult terrain to get to there. And this is difficult terrain, so he can only
So many
move
fucking
here.
orcs.
So many orcs, dude. Oh, he is locked down, so he can't move. He can strength save to get out, right?
Yep, he's just got to do the strength save versus 13.
Okay.
Uses his action.
So he can go there. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
and it does
his
use his
to do
action.
So, and then this one's gonna move to here. Strength save. Nope. Strength save. Nope.
Some weak ass orcs.
So many orcs. Oh, that one broke out. But he used his action strength save to get out, so he can move 15 feet to here. Is there anybody in front of that? Okay. This one. Yeah, he breaks out 2 with a 22. So then he's going to move there. These orcs are gonna to rough terrain here, so they're not gonna get very far. And that's gonna be all of the orcs. Holy hell, that is a lot of things to take care of.
Guess we can
With
start clearing them out.
with that though, this leader individual, I don't know why that's now measuring weird. He's gonna move up and he's gonna attack, but I don't know what he's gonna do. Hold on. Let me reread his character sheet. Yeah, he's gonna make 2 greatsword attacks in the direction of Nav here. Does a 16 or a 21 hit?
21 does.
Oh, holy shit. I am so sorry. So his first attack swipes and misses, dealing absolutely no damage, but then he brings around the second attack, and as it lands perfectly, dealing 23 slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm knocked out.
Jesus.
That was... wow.
Was that max damage?
Almost. It had a... a bonus, because it's the attack that it done. Max damage on the second part of the roll. And then and it was one off of max on the first part. Here, I'll link it. That's messed up.
That hurt.
Wow.
I really hope that these guys were running away from those 8 elves for really good reason.
Holy shit. So Nav goes down. The reduce and large, would that stay while he's knocked out?
He just said BRB.
Oh, okay.
I think so. 'Cause
think it
he's not the one that
stays. Yeah,
cast it.
yeah. I think it stays. So you're gonna be knocked prone, but you'll still be alive. But you'll have to death save on your turn. This guy, he's gonna come running forward. Now the elves are gonna move into place. Yep. Oh, Carsnook, you go back here.
I'd be happy to go with them.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 of them. No, 7 of them that get to attack. Okay, let's see what hits here. Holy shit, everything fucking hits. Holy shit, they
Yes.
fucking crit on a couple of them.
Yeah.
Holy
Before
hell.
you disappear,
Here we go, watch this.
I might have to.
So there's a reason the orcs were running from them.
I
Got
was
it.
hoping so.
They're dropping like flies.
Well, you don't go hunting orcs without your orc slaying arrows.
Of course not.
I might have to reconsider my racism against elves.
I mean, it's nice that you say it, but we all know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm a dwarf. I'm a dwarf.
Listen, if
Okay,
Like
come
elves
on,
can
roll
do it.
20. Cooperate with me, man.
How the hell?
Okay.
Okay, Rez. I just saw what you put
Wow.
in the chat.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Holy shit. Okay. So yeah, the elves quickly moving into position, firing off arrow after arrow after arrow, dropping several of the elves, attacking the leader and doing a considerable amount of damage to him as well. Nav, however, is back down on the ground. I need you to give me a death save, please.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Hey, at least it
Oh,
wasn't
no.
a crit fail.
gurgle, gurgle.
Carsnook, you just watched as the elves just ran right by you and didn't even give a shit you were there.
I guess this is happening now. Okay,
Don't be annoyed. This is much better
I'm
than
not
it was
annoyed. That's
5
just
minutes
my-
ago.
I'm not annoyed. That's just my noise that I make, like, whenever anything happens. All right, I'm gonna move my 25 feet here. I'll shout back to the party. I'm not gonna say anything. I fucking plan. I don't know. Who's this guy right in front of me? Like this orc? This guy? Is he like? Did he move yet?
He's not the leader, but he's not like the others.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Well, it's already out. I'm just gonna pop a shot off.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, good. Not very
Okay.
good.
Anything else?
And I'll just say, focus on the big guys. Let the tree huggers get the orcs, the small orcs, and that's all.
Okay. Lucas, you are poisoned, but you can still attack at disadvantage.
I'd like to run right behind or right over here
Mm-hmm.
and shoot this guy.
Okay.
Disadvantage. 23.
Damn. Yeah, that
Nice.
hits.
Holy shit!
Yeah, man.
10 damage.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, so yeah, you quickly prepare and launch off the arrow from your short bow pack weapon, and the arrow flies true, hitting almost perfect into the neck of this orc who turns in your direction, angered at the attack, but is still standing. Lusar, what are you doing?
Guess I'm charging.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give a whack on Bigums here.
A whack?
Bigums.
A whack.
Hand axe? Do you mean to roll hand axe?
I have my shield out currently.
Yeah. 16 hits. All right. Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. So you quickly rush in, grabbing onto your shield. You come across really quickly. A solid strike hits across the armor of this orc, who kind of cringes back a little bit, trying to absorb as much as possible, but still takes the full brunt of the hand axe as it lands true. Grand Cool, you just watched as your followers fall into the ground, and you're still concentrating on that spell to keep them enlarged.
Yeah, I can't do a whole lot, but I can move around. Out of these two dudes, they've both taken... Has this guy taken any other damage except for me?
Yes, he took damage. Who was it that hit him?
One of the elves.
Oh, the elf right here was the one that fired off and hit him, and then one of the other elves in the group hit him as well.
Which out of the two dudes, which one looks more beat up from?
The leader looks really banged up from his previous encounter, and looks like he's just kind of hanging on right now.
Well, he's the one that took down Nav, so he needs to die.
Mm-hmm.
Those are
Oh
23 hits.
yeah, yeah, that hits.
So either acid or psychic. Let's have it go psychic.
All right. So how much are we talking? 7 plus 4, 12. Wait, does it get the full damage?
Yeah, it's 2d8, and then the plus 1d6 is afterwards. The 2d8 is what
Gotcha.
I base the damage off of, or base the damage type, rather.
It's a beefy level 1, though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come in with the psychic damage, already feeling a bit hurt and kind of brought down from his encounter thus far with the elves. You're able to cast this chaos bolt that drills in perfectly, and as it hits, you watch as he's kind of almost a little intimidated by this hit. Psychically starts to grab at his head, kind of fighting back the forces as it starts to penetrate into his mind a little bit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Anything else?
How big is this rock behind me?
It's about 3.5 feet in diameter.
Could I hide behind it?
How tall are you?
3-1.
Yeah, you can hide behind it. It'll give you full cover, but you'll have to peek out to be able to perform attacks.
Okay. I would like to use my nimble escape to try to actually hide behind it.
Okay. Yep, and you easily climb back behind the rock and hide from everything else that's going on here.
Not that well, though.
Not well. I mean, your head's still kind of sticking out to the side as you're trying to watch the action up ahead, but you're hiding the rest of your body. All right. This elf in the front is going to fire off 2 shots. Ooh, holy shit. Okay. Both of which are fired directly at the guy next to Grancool, or to Nav. Both of which fired a 22 to hit, dealing 17 piercing damage. And you watch as the leader of this pack quickly falls to his knees and drops to the ground directly beside Nav.
Nice.
I softened him up for you.
Okay, and that will be his turn. Selja, you're up.
Selja will run over to the fallen Nav and poke him.
Poke him. Give him a poke. Before healing.
Oh, I was supposed to cast that at 1 second.
Reset.
Yep.
Yeah, I was supposed to cast it at level 2, but
Yeah.
Hold on. Apparently, there's not an option for that. I'm just gonna roll another D.
It should prompt you to select what level you're going to cast it at.
If it got put in.
Did you drag and drop?
Did you put in
Did
at
you
higher
give
level?
it an option to cast?
Nope,
at a
I
higher
did
level?
not.
That
Nope,
would be why.
I didn't. 1 second.
That would do
Oh, so you didn't drag and drop the spell?
No.
No, you should drag and drop it from the compendium.
One of the ones you can.
So at the top, where the little eye in the circle is, if you click that, type in Cure Wounds, and then the spell, when it shows up, just click it and drag and drop it to your character sheet. And then when you click it, it will give you a prompt to say, do you want to cast this at a higher level?
The eye, I don't even see an eye.
Where the chat bar is, at the right, there's a little eye in a circle.
Oh, there.
The letter I, yeah. It's compendium. And then, yeah, just type in Cure Wounds. And then click on the spell and drag it over to your character sheet. And then from your character sheet, click on that one that it just dropped in. And then it'll prompt you. There you go.
Well, that's much cooler.
It is. All right, so giving a 13, a heal of 13 to Nav, bringing him back to life. He is still prone, however, and can use his movement to get up on his turn.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!
I'm gonna turn around and, oh, thank you, great, and then just stop. Oh, it's you, Selja. Well, I like you too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now kill them, please.
Anything else?
Nope, gonna cower behind the bugbear.
Okay. Orc's turn.
Really gonna cower behind the bugbear.
Yeah, one attack. I'm so sorry, Nev. 23 hit.
I just healed him!
The one directly in front of him. 23?
Yeah.
8 slashing. The one to his northeast, crit fails, so that's not a thing. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill him again yet.
Intentionally.
Lucas does a 9 hit.
A 9? No.
Or I'm sorry, Lasar.
Still no.
Oh.
Still no.
Gonna need a long rest after the long rest.
Selja,
I
does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Another attack on Nav, an 8 does not hit. Strength save. He rolls a 14, so he breaks free. Comes away. He goes there. He goes there. Strength save on this guy. Yeah, he breaks free as well. And this guy to here. Okay, the orc's turn is done. This guy here is going to attack Lassar as well. What is he going to do? Okay, he is going to cast Spiritual Weapon, and it crit fails for a 4. Is going to be right here, directly to your left, or your east, Lassar. It's a floating spiritual weapon, but yeah, that's bonus action. He's going to also attack you with a spear attack, two-handed, for a 24 to hit.
That does do it.
Yeah, and then he's going to deal 12 piercing damage plus, hold on, an additional 4 on top of that.
I don't like it.
Scout's turn. Okay. Here we go. How many did I get? 7? 22. Crit. Hit 11, 7, 16, 10, 22. So 3 of those hit. So we'll start peeling off these guys. And dealing a considerable amount of damage to the other orc that looks a little out of place from the rest of them. You watch as that orc kind of stumbles a little bit, taking one of the shots. A really good shot from the crit hit of one of the other elves here. Nav, you're still standing, barely.
Oh, I'm not literally standing. I'm going to use my movement to stand up.
Now you are literally standing.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the one that is right here by Selja. If my pointer will work. Yeah, the one by Selja.
That one there? Yep, okay.
Yeah. And then we are going to take a swing at him.
Okay. Yeah, 17 hits.
For 8 plus 6.
Okay. And as you lay into this thing with your halberd, you watch as it drops to the ground directly in front of you.
And that will end my turn because I think I just used everything but my reaction.
All right. Karsnook, you're up.
I was just. I'm sorry. This is totally from before. Like going back a long time. I realized I should have had resistance when I was in my werebearer in the entire fight earlier. That was
Too late.
100% on me, and I will do better next time.
Yep, no worries.
Anyway.
She beat you up though.
Yeah.
I am going to move forward a distance. This distance. And draw my whip Wait, is that within 10? No, because that's within 15 feet, right?
That's
that guy?
15, yep.
All right, never mind. All right, fine. Keep my hand crossbow and pop another shot off at him.
Directly to your east?
Yeah, big guy.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits.
Bigums. Yes, you're right.
All right,
Right.
anything else?
And yeah, that's all.
Okay, yeah, so now taking a couple of shots, a nice crit attack from one of the elves, and now taking a shot from your hand crossbow. This guy kind of stumbles a little bit, braces himself against the orc to his east, kind of keeps himself on his feet, looks kind of content focusing on Lasar at the moment, but is not looking very good. Lucas, you're up.
Yes. I'd like to step over here and shoot this guy.
Alrighty. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
That's it.
Alright, so you fire off your short bow attack. Flies right past, doing absolutely nothing to him. Actually kind of passes all three of them that are standing in a line here. Lasar, you're up.
Okay. So I am going to pop a rage.
Ooh,
What? A rage?
a rage. What is that?
I didn't know you were a barbarian.
So everything within this square takes 2 fire damage.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna smack Bigums.
Okay, one sec. One thing at a time. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, 18 hits.
That'll be 7 damage.
Tell me how you just killed that guy.
So I go into a rage and fire flicks everywhere, and while he's distracted, I just sweep right into his gut with the axe.
Nice, and as that happens, you watch as the spiritual weapon off to your east dissolves into nothing. And the very fancy looking individual falls to his knees and drops to the ground in front of you. Grankle, you're up.
All right. Well, I seen the 2 big ones are down. 20, 25, 30. I'm going to move right here. And I'm going to start picking off the ones closest to Nav, starting with this one with a firebolt.
Alrighty.
It's a 16 hit.
Yeah, 16 hits. Ooh, nice.
Okay, 8 fire.
Yep. Anything else? Alrighty. So yeah, you cast the firebolt directly at him, hits him square in the chest. You kind of watch as he stumbles back a little bit, still on his feet, but doesn't look too good. The elf here in the front of the pack going to continue his assault on these orcs, being very efficient at killing them, firing off a couple of shots, both of which are going to hit. Not going to kill anybody, but close. Okay, and that will be his turn. Selja, you are up.
Selja is going to heal Nav again.
Alrighty.
Many thanks.
For an additional 9 healing. Anything else?
No, she's gonna stay put, I think.
Okay. All right. So now things get a little interesting.
Just now?
Yeah, just now. As you watch, the orcs begin to quickly run the hell away from this.
I had a feeling.
Nav, go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity on that one.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Now
And-
I have used all my attacks.
Go ahead and do the same on that one. You're gonna get them on all of these, correct? That's how that works, as long as they keep running
No.
away. No, is it just
You
one
only
per
have
turn?
One reaction. You
Gotcha.
only have one reaction
yeah,
per
yeah.
turn.
I will be able to do it in the future, but not.
Not on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, they're things that let you.
Yeah.
Which are really nice.
Who's left?
two
Lassard,
of
go
the
ahead
rivals
and
are-
yep,
yeah.
go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity on that one. Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit. No. As they continue running away, trying to get the hell out of here. That guy's dead. These guys are gonna move. Is your fire spell still up?
Mine?
Yep.
It's always up, but I have to trigger it.
Oh, so you have to force it to go off?
Yeah.
So if other things step in it, it won't go off?
Nope, it's only on my turn.
Okay. And they're gonna quickly move up and again continue their assault on the orcs because, yeah, they're not having any of that shit. 8, 22, 15, 21, a 6, 5, and a 21. Okay. Here we go. Let's make it happen. All right. The numbers thinning out very quickly. Nav, you watch as these elves quickly jump in front of you and begin firing and kind of lobbing arrows directly at these orcs, dropping them one by one. It is now your turn.
I'm going to use my move and my.
Difficult terrain. Still here.
Oh yeah, I can't get around that. So
Okay.
I think that would be it.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yep. Carson Akira.
Maybe we should leave these guys to take the orcs and get out before they question goblins and a bugbear.
I mean, the town still has guards. They can vouch for us.
Will they?
Well, they probably will for me.
Maybe
Maybe
not
Grand
you.
Cool.
I'm going to.
Nav,
No vouching.
Lucas, and Lasser.
I'm
Probably my cat.
gonna dash action to the inn. I'll go in.
You'll go in the inn.
Yeah.
Maybe even the Zen girl. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go in and just to the guards. Guys, we have a situation.
We're doing as we're told. Are you telling us to abandon our mission?
What mission? You're standing in an inn.
You told them to guard Kella until the villagers came back to decide what to do with her.
Well,
And that is what they are doing.
I mean, they're doing pretty good.
They're literally doing their job,
They're doing
standing
an
in place.
amazing job.
They didn't even run when an entire orc army showed up.
To put it into perspective, they're doing a better job of keeping her in place than you were.
Ooh. Ooh.
DM, I only have one more second level slot. I would have preferred if I didn't have to heal that kind of damage.
I can heal 3 HP.
yes, abandon your posts. One of you get out here and deal with these tree huggers.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I can't. No, that's all.
Okay.
Is that guy being drugged by the horse still around somewhere being drugged by
Oh
the
no,
horse?
he's gone. He got drug out of the village.
Some say he's still being drugged to this day.
To this day, we
I
have no
I
idea.
think the word is dragged.
I hope we meet him again.
Right before the final boss, he.
Damn it,
the
y'all
horse
gonna
shows
make
up.
me create a new NPC, aren't you?
No,
Yep,
how's it
Kron
feel there?
2.0.
Man.
Kron 2.0.
No, we actually like this one.
Lucas,
Wow.
you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna walk right up behind the elves and shoot at the nearest one.
That one.
Yeah,
Not advantage.
I was worried for a
shooting at
second.
the elf?
That was some awkward phrasing.
It was really bad
Uh,
phrasing.
Yeah, that hits.
5 damage.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Firing off a quick short bow attack, landing into the back of the orc that is running. Mind you, not even paying attention to you guys now. Lasar, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna stand here and can I reach him? I can. I am gonna whip my hand axe at this guy.
Left or right? The left one? Okay.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as you launch the hand axe in his direction, you don't have enough strength behind it. You do watch as it hits the dead body of the one directly behind him, though.
And so the rage has ended.
Grankle, you're up.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I don't even really need to take a step forward, I don't think. Are they within... Hello.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna hit the one in the front with Firebolt.
I want to trip him up and make all of them fall like dominoes.
That is what I want to do. But I'm
Oh,
not gonna do it
you're
with
not going to
6.
do it. So you cast
no
it.
magic surge either.
You cast it, and the fireball goes flying right by, squeezing between Nav and the rest of the orcs, and just continues going past, and eventually dissolving into nothingness towards the south of the village.
Hey, watch where you're throwing that.
Sorry.
Holy
Man,
crap.
I keep
That's
doing
a
that a
And
lot.
a large elf.
Large elf.
Finally, a woman my size.
None impressive, Goblin. The rest of us could do it too.
We get it. Firing off a couple of rounds. Oh, and none of them hit. So launching a couple arrows in the direction of the orcs. This time their backs to the party as they're running away. The elf is unable to land either of her attacks. Selja, you're up.
Selja will stop concentrating on the entangle spell, and then she'll kind of just awkwardly just shuffle around the elves going, excuse me, sorry, excuse me, hi, how are you? Don't shoot me. And then she'll tap Lysair.
All right. For 4 healing.
Yay, white mage.
Yay, white mage.
And then she'll try to be as friendly looking a goblin as she could possibly be in front of 7 elves with arrows.
All right. And with that, the orcs are going to dash and try to get the hell out of here as quickly as they possibly can. The elves, or what's remaining of them, are going to move forward. I have unfortunately grabbed Lucas, so he's getting drugged along too.
Why?
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah,
That was
they
one
should
down.
still have range.
I mean, you could have just taken me with them.
Nah.
I was gonna move anyway.
Why are they not in their little boxes? There we go. And yeah, they're going to continue to fire at the orcs, chasing them off. Lots of clicks. Wait on the system to catch up. 21, 12, 24, 20, 12, 12. Okay. Cool. So, once again, watch as more of the orcs begin to fall at their feet, or stumble across their own feet as they take arrows to their backs and fall forward. 3 orcs remain as they continue to be chased off. Nav, you are no longer trapped within your little box.
I'm gonna move my full movement. It's not gonna be close enough because they killed the ones close. Dang it. And I'm just gonna roar at the remaining 3 orcs.
Alrighty. Karsnook, what are you doing?
Well, what have the guards done?
Top of your turn, the guard to your right kind of shrugs and starts walking out of the door and looks, sees all of the death and destruction, and kicks the door back open and holds it up and says, "What do you want me to do about this?"
I don't know. Talk to them. You live here.
And he looks at you and says, "Talk to who? They're dead."
The
I
elves.
can't see the elves.
It's dark. There's nothing around. The only thing
Oh,
he
they don't have
sees
dark
is
You
that
see Gronkle
They don't
standing
have dark vision.
they're human.
I didn't want to say anything.
This is too good.
They probably don't even know they're being attacked.
Hey, there's an owl bear on the other side of the building. Check it out.
Where's the owlbear?
There's an owl bear.
No, I actually said that to him. Check out the owl bear.
And as you say that, he quickly runs back inside and looks at you and says, "Then you deal with the fucking owlbear," and hides inside.
Fine,
Oh
I'll
no,
leave.
it's dead.
I'll leave. I'll dash action. Wait, no, I'll go up to Grancool.
1 second.
These
Bringing it back
humans have
up.
no
It
help.
died. Sorry, guys.
Granko kind of looks over him. Dwarves too.
That's fixed.
Wow.
Soldier actually said that.
I'm just gonna look down on him.
He's taller than you. I thought we went over that. I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm 4-7.
All right, and to kind of speed this along, the elves continue to chase the last remaining 3 orcs. As the orcs are going to kind of dash and get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. As this is going on, the 8 elves continuing to chase. The one who had kind of stayed back or out of the rest of the group waves back to the rest of the party as they leave, hop into the moat of the islands itself, wave back to the party and says, "You're welcome," as they disappear into the night.
You!
And that's where we're gonna end our session.
What the hell was that?
That was a drive-by elf version.
Yes, yes, I have a whip thingy made of blood. I can't use that whip thingy made of blood that casts lightning if I can't reach them because my short little dwarf legs can't run fast enough to keep up with you lot chasing them out into the river.
You're the one that ran back to the gate.
You ran.
Good. Okay.
You ran the opposite direction of where they went, just
Because
so
they were
we're clear.
supposed to leave!
You're making Grankle look like the bravest person in the party, and that's not.
Yeah.
Because his biggest flaw is that he's a coward.
I don't care
All right.
about being called brave or not. Like,
We know.
We
I'll-
know.
We know.
I'll be right back, guys. All right. So, thank you guys for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. I didn't want to end without finishing off that encounter. So, kind of glad we got that all taken care of and everybody got to enjoy something a little fun and different from our players tonight. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to